Maybe it's Maybelline. What are people in here? So you guys waited for me and you didn't even hit the like while you're waiting for me. I see how it is. Nobody loves me. Everybody hates me. I wish I was a pineapple. What the hell part of mute do you not get, you bastards? Watching some auctions that are ending right now, so please be patient with me. So hang on. Hello, Ordnance. What's going on with you? There you go. Clean the camera off a little bit. There you go. Let's see. I got a shelf that I'm winning. Got about 5 minutes before we really get going. I'm bidding on a few things online, so I gotta watch them a little bit. Connection error. No! Oh, there we go. Looks like we're all sick together a little bit. And we're already having Wi-Fi fucking issues. Anybody? So. Also, it should be using this adapter. Now we'll see what happens as they close out. Hello from Charlotte. Hey, Charlotte. What are you bidding on? Just some electronics and stuff, things that I can tell pretty easily. Google the 20 Kimber 2X11. I've already seen it. It looks fine. I'm sure I'll reach out to them at some point and ask them to send me one. Whether or not Kimber will, we'll find out. I've always been a long-time proponent of Kimber, and I like them. So, Julio, how you doing today, buddy? Like I said, I just want to make sure I finish watching this stuff. So. Yeah, people are paying way too much for some of this junk, though. Like untested iPad that won't turn on. Somebody's at $25. I was gonna do the hand jerky motion, but I decided not to. DB, what's up? Hopefully you win the bids. I just won 1-1-1-1-0-0-0-1-1-0-0-0-1-1-0. One's ending in 7 seconds, so we'll see if we win that one. How you guys doing? Got a phone call today. I actually, believe it or not, this whole online stuff can pay off because I won a graphics card. I won an RX 480, which is just a base entry level card, but I won it for $5. Paid for it. It was $6 after fees, and I'm going to go pick it up on Sunday. However, the lady on the phone recognized my name because she had shopped down at Middletown Firearms, which is cool, but she has a bunch of vintage stuff that she asked me to come take a look at, so I'll be going on and taking a look at that stuff here. If not today, probably, I'm sorry, not today, but probably Sunday, because I'm going out to the Chantilly Gun Show tomorrow. So we'll see. Ooh, somebody's really trying to outbid me. Well, let's do one more bid, and if they want to pay that, then they can. There you go, buddy. Outbid me. But yeah, that Gerson video is doing pretty good. I like seeing that. How'd the FFL go? Still waiting for the license to come in the mail, but I already had the interview, and the guy said, hey, man, it looks good. So, we live in Alabama, and Kimber's manufacturing plant is top notch. It's almost if the whole place is sterile. I've heard of places being like that, and it makes a lot of sense. So, now, as long as they can get their quality control under control, pardon the pun, they'll be a really solid company. Like they used to be way back in the day. want these, but whatever. Yep, somebody else wanted those more than I did. Gun bingo, DB. My bud says tomorrow still on. We'll be hunting in the AM, so I'll be making some fruit leather. The hell's fruit leather? Leather. There's still more chocolate. I like the review on the new gun, dude. It was awesome. Yeah, I tried to make sure that people understood that I wasn't sucking their butthole though, because if you like throw yourself too much into a company, everybody accuses you of being an a-hole. Boink, boink. I'm just gonna do this. Yeah, this guy's paying full price for a freaking SNES Classic. I just want an NES Classic for $20. I'm not paying $60 for a regular one. Let me see if that one's. I think that was the last bit I was worried about. Yep. All right. Cool. Let's get into this shit. All right. Hey, GTA Gun Shop guy for bingo. Remember the fruit roll-ups when you were a kid? Same thing, but with less sugar. Oh, gotcha. Cheese. I don't know. I didn't have a dad joke. Oh, how you doing? Thank you, Monster Elf. That's amazing of you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Hello, Billy. How you guys doing tonight? But yeah, so because a lady recognized my name, which is weird because, you know, why would somebody be able to recognize my name not from the YouTube, but from when I used to work at a gun store a year ago? But she's like, are you that guy? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, oh, that's awesome. Hey, my grandfather passed away and he specialized, you know, he collected guns from around his birth date. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. And she's like, yeah, so we'll be selling like his whole collection because he died. Would you take a look at it? I'm like, fuck yeah. And that's when I need investors. So yeah, I'm going to go up there on Sunday and see what they got. If they got like World War II, like 1911s, Garins, M1 carbines, anything like that, then I'm going to buy all that stuff. Can we talk about the gun wall, see stuff I haven't seen before? So, well, two of them are just the grip frame for an Echelon. I'm getting an Echelon comp. I sold my regular Echelon when the Echelon comp came out, because I really didn't care, and I forgot Icarus was going to eventually send me their frame, and they did. So they sent me that. Let's see. That is the Gerson Influencer X 1911 chambered in 9mm, full dust cover, and optics cut for $700, which is a hell of a deal. I don't think there's anything else new on there, brother. I think that's all been up there for a long time. We talk about guns, we talk about the industry, we talk about anything pretty much. One time we talked about microwaving mayonnaise, and one time I wore fake tits 3 times in 1 week. So, who's there, son? If you ain't got a warrant, get the fuck off my property. Walls. Dude, paid $53 for a gaming system that's worth $70. Plus 15%. So he just paid $60. He saved $10. Unless he's going to keep it for himself, there's no profit in that. Doesn't make any sense. Whereas I bought a couple of iPods and things like that for fairly cheap, and that makes me happy. I didn't need the wireless speaker, but oh, and I got 3 power banks. Oh, that's cool. Sounds pretty chill. Pretty much is. Nice guns. You should play GoldenEye on an N64. I did that back when the game first came out, my sweetie. God bless America and the Second Amendment. Yeah, sure he did, John. So you clearly like guns. Why? I like guns. Where are all my mods? I like guns just because they're interesting to look at mechanically. They're interesting how they're designed. I like to try to I try to get accuracy out of them, and I collect them for their value. I have mods. They're just none of them here. They're all fucking abandoning me. I think everyone's getting sick with the weather changes. Jomi and the wife feel rough today too. Sorry, Rabbit. Well, there's one. Those guns are fake though. Is that a Kel-Tec shotgun? Yes, that's the KS7. No, you cannot use guns on a live stream. What's the gun name with the silencer? That is a Taurus G3 Tactical. Kids are sick. Great, everybody's sick. No problem, Cthulhu. Is this just the day that all my mods decide to call in sick? Except for Justin, of course. Sarshamal guns. Sarshamal's fine. I've got their K-12 Sport, and I've got a few of their other guns. Am I ready for World War III? No, not really. Why would anybody want to go to war? Cold front is wicked, yeah. No, I've had a migraine all day because of the weather, because of how fast the temperature went down. It went from 70 yesterday to 36 degrees today. I'm going to the gun show tomorrow, though, Charlie, so that ought to be fun. Yeah, the original title of the stream was I Feel Even Worse, because I literally do feel even worse than I did before. Hey, DB, thank you for being here. Matt, what's up? I don't understand why anyone would want to show off their pistols, because this is a firearms channel. Nice tattoos. Thank you. Dale, what's up? Will you make a video of the gun show? Doubt it. That's not what I do. So when I go to SHOT Show, I'll make some videos of that. I might film a little bit. We'll see what's going on. If it's really good, if there's some stuff I've never seen before, maybe I will. But in the long run, I'm just going to go out there to walk around with a buddy of mine. Hey, Hans, what's up? I'm a loser. Yeah, I'm a loser with 10 grand worth of guns behind me, and you're a faceless man on the internet trying to be a troll. So what's better for concealed carry, Glock 43 or a SIG P365? It depends on what you yourself can better shoot and carry. If you carry a small gun just for the size, you can conceal carry just about anything. I could carry around that Jennings J22, but I wouldn't trust my life to it, and it's too small for me personally. I carry a 1911, usually that Springfield Operator, or a Para Ordnance 45. So I'm going to carry what I'm comfortable carrying. You want to carry what you're comfortable carrying, not what you think should be carried. Hope you can find something. I remember gun shows weren't making great deals. Oh, I probably won't find anything, but I just want to see what's going on. I've never been to the Chantilly gun show. I didn't miss you. You're on the phone. Great. I have the Glock 43X, but never tried the SIG. Like I said, small guns are small guns. They're going to be all right. Good morning. Friday and Wednesday are colliding today. You're British, but I fully get your Second Amendment to uphold your First. Also, your right to self-defense. We have many crazy overreaching government right now. Never give up your guns. Yeah, I don't intend to give up my guns. In fact, I intend to add a bunch of them this weekend. Supposedly, it goes the way I hope it does. Although those will be for my shop. According to them, I can start increasing my inventory now if I feel like. So. It's a nearly 10-second delay right now between what I'm saying and what's going on. Good lad. Thank you. I intend to be an idiot for as long as I can. I never served, so I can't do a real salute. No, Robert, I have never served in the military. Unfortunately, I was disabled from a very young age, and I couldn't join. My father was career military, something like 30 years service, so he did it for me. 6.35. How did you know what I got in my pants? Wait. Let us know when you're able to order. I'll stop in. I will. Hi, Emma. How are you? Yeah, Charlie, as soon as I get the license, I can start ordering, but I can't do sales until I get my, I have to get the whole NICS stuff set up with the state. What's your everyday carry? Can you show me? I can't show you the one that I'm using right now, but I can show you my secondary. So that is a Springfield Operator 1911 5-inch government. That's the second 1911 that I would carry. So my Para Ordnance is in front of me, and if I pick it up, the stream will end in a heartbeat. So pretty good, Emma. I'm feeling very under the weather, but that's just because we're having these wild temperature swings right now. Like my apartment is always cold, but when I step outside, it's usually a lot warmer than it is today. Yeah, so that sucked. Cowabunga. Somebody likes the turtles. Is that 45 or 9 millimeter? 45 ACP. I don't have a lot of 9 millimeter 1911s. In fact, the last one I got is the Gerson up there. It's an interesting one. Yeah, 45 is my normal carry. 20-year combat Marine, love the rack behind you, just admire it. Well, thank you for your service, Robert, and appreciate that you like the wall. Appreciate that one. Does cost vary from state to state for an FFL license? No, that is federally controlled. It's $200 for a standard one, and then you go through the whole process. If you want to add a Class 3 on top of that, I believe it's $150 a year or $500, I can't remember, but I'll be applying for that about that. After that one goes through, then I might do the 07, which is a manufacturer license. How do you feel about the GTC 9mm? Can't say I ever messed with one. Let me see. If you're talking about the G2C, that was one of my first little subcompact kind of style guns, and those ones run fine. Oh, look, somebody else got removed again. So when you guys come in here and you try to be like offensive, it's not going to work. I don't know why I'm waving at you. Offensive, it's not going to work. My dudes are always going to get rid of your asses. Let's see. Checking out some Black Friday sales, seeing if there's anything I need. No, I want the 5.2, you dickbags. Don't want that one. So Palmetto had the 5.2-inch SAR on sale for $299, and now it's gone. So, what's my toilet gun? My butthole. Fires rounds, usually less lethal. How much does the 07 cost? $750, I think, something like that. Is Joe going to start doing custom guns? I don't know if I'm going to start doing custom guns, but I'm definitely going to start doing machine guns for fun. You need a new hat. I wear the same brand of hat all the time. I replace them every now and then. This one is not that old. It's just dirty. Well, I'm set for the zombie. Yep. Could you please tell me what gun is in the first row at the 5 down? The who? Oh, that one. That is a Syntec Ramline Syntec 22 caliber. It's basically a polymer 22 Ruger clone. Nothing's wrong with my hats. People come in and just make stupid statements thinking that they're funny because it's the internet, and apparently everybody thinks that they're as funny as Kevin Hart, who, by the way, isn't funny, Cat Williams, who, by the way, isn't funny, Melissa McCarthy, who, by the way, isn't funny, Dane Cook, by the way, who isn't funny, or Jack Black, who, by the way, is notoriously not funny. No. It's +4 poison damage to Gussie. From the left, if you're looking at it. You said 5 down. That's 5 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the only one that's at 5 down. The rest of them are at 4 at the lowest. Boom, boom, boom. No problem, Robert. It's pretty cool looking. AR-15. Yo, Kevin Hart is funny. What's up with that? No. He has some jokes. Let me clarify. Everybody I just named has the exact same problem with their humor, and that they don't trust their humor. They have to beat and grind every one of their jokes and say it 17 different ways in the same fucking paragraph to try to get you to like the joke. When they just keep doing this to it, it's no longer funny. If you can't tell a joke and trust the audience to get it, you're not smart. You're just using words that don't make sense to the audience. And that's what Kevin Hart, Jack Black, Melissa McCarthy, even still Steve Carell was falling into that pattern, but he got out of it when he did Foxcatcher. Shane Gillis is the same fucking problem. All he does is says the same joke 7 different fucking ways trying to get a laugh out of it one time. He'll tell the same joke 7 times to get 1 laugh. 1 laugh for telling the same joke 7 times different ways. In the different ways he tells the joke 6 or 7 times, he might get 1 fucking laugh. Do you not see how stupid this sounds? It's the exact same thing these motherfuckers do, but they have a 30, 40, 50,000 base audience that was willing to laugh at their stupid shit. What I miss, I'm here. Nothing. We're just talking about comedians who think they're funny but actually aren't. Jimmy Carr is funny. Yeah, Kevin Hart has done a couple of movies where he's played serious, kind of like Steve Carell did with a lot of his most recent movies, and they're actually worth watching. I have such a delay going right now. It's like 30 seconds. And I don't know why. Lots of idiots in the chat tonight. Pretty much. Boom, boom, boom. Dude, it's such a delay tonight, and I can't figure out why. It's over 15 seconds. So what I'm saying versus what you're hearing is so delayed, it's actually being a problem. What's up, Bloodsong? The Gerson looks very nice for 650. Yeah, it really is. Y'all are just haters. Yep, and you're one of the suckers that's born every minute that loves his ass. So I'm looking for my first gun as a female. What would you recommend? I don't make recommendations of individual firearms to people I've never met. What I would recommend to you, the best way to figure out what's going to work for you is to go either to a range that can rent you firearms or go to a store and just put your hand on a lot of firearms. What you need to do is find something that fits comfortably in your hand. I don't know how tall you are. You might be 6'1", you might be 4'4". No clue. So you have to go to a gun store or a range and physically put your hands on guns. You want to carry the largest gun that you can comfortably conceal. Tom Segura is decent. Tom Segura runs into the same problem though. He like when he does interviews and stuff, he tells the same fucking jokes all the time and he beats them into the ground. I can't stand that shit. That's why I get bored of my own live sometimes. Hey, Bullseye, what's up? Jack Black is really good at child humor though, being loud, fart jokes, physical humor, etc. But he never fucking turns it off. He never turns it off. Oh, dude, you had bingo a long time ago. You like Chris Porter? I don't know who Chris Porter is. Eddie Murphy was good, but he's also done serious stuff. That suppressor can't be legal. Why can't it, Zipperhead? And by the way, I take offense to that as a Korean. Happy late birthday. I wasn't in that stream. Chat was acting up. It's still acting up here today. Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, they've all done some semi-serious stuff. Jack Black in King Kong was great. If he's in a movie where he's not allowed to be a dumbass, he's tolerable. Am I a Bobby Lee? Fuck Bobby Lee. Bobby Lee makes all Korean Americans look retarded. Bobby Lee is the last person that you should ever fucking look up to. Just because he's turned being an asshole into a career doesn't make him funny. That happens a lot, Commander. Sorry. A lot of times it has to do with phone updates and things. Chris Rock, again, he grew up. A lot of these actors that did the stupid shit have grown up. Jim Carrey grew up. Steve Carell grew up. Not cross-eyed, Timothy. Lazy eye. And you misspelled Timothy. It is I, Ammo Alchemist. Yeah, I saw you had a really good response to one of your shorts, man. That's awesome, dude. Did you just fart? No, trust me, you'd know if I farted. I'd be crying. Is 223 a good round? Yes, 223 is a good round, but you need to move the decimal over. 2.23 is a really weird caliber. I agree, Fluffy is hilarious. Yeah, he's good, but again, he gets into that. So, there are comedians out there that won't do the same special over and over, and then there are comedians that do. And Fluffy, he slips into a lot of the same material over and over. And that's fine. You can do that if you're on the road and shit like that. But if you have Netflix specials every year and the jokes are basically the same every year, I get a little over it. You ever watch Schoolboy? No. What's better, 223 or 556? 223 is just a lower powered 556. So in my opinion, they were about the same. Do you reload? No. Comedian sucks, so be one. Nah. Adam Sandler, again, Adam Sandler, Uncut Jewels, great thing. Everything must, no, that was Will Ferrell. But even Click, he gets serious in that. He has the ability to be good. Gallagher was a very smart man. What's good, y'all? I passed IST and I'm going to Marine Corps boot camp soon. Wish me luck. Well, good luck to you, brother. How many crayons did you have to eat? Right? Yeah, I'm the GOAT for real. Nah, thank you, but no, I'm not. You realize they do stand up. It's like a rock band singing the same songs at every concert. Yes. Did you not hear what I said though, DB? I said if you're on the road doing shows every day, that's fine. But for your televised special, if all you have is the same hour over and over, it gets really tiring. And unfortunately, you remember Ralphie May? Ralphie May, John Panette, Fluffy, they bank completely on how big they are. 2 out of 3 of those gentlemen are dead, by the way. So it gets old, is what I'm saying. How's it going, Andrew? Had a bunch of boys trolling Windex last night about 223556 because he asked about 1,000 yards, and his answer is because that's great advice. So, yeah, if you notice, he's fallen way down. I don't know what's going on with his channel. I think he got shadow. I finally found one of his shorts again, so I think his shadow ban's over. I'm a reloader of 223556, and I don't know the difference. Chamber pressure. A 223 is usually 6 to 10,000 psi less power than the 556 round. How the hell are we talking about comedians? Who cares? It comes up from time to time, but you know, DB, whatever comes up, I'll talk about. I'm not Nikki Crowder. I'm not whatever his name, Crowder or whatever. I'll talk about whatever you guys can come up with, and I'll usually have a point of view that you may or may not agree with. How the hell Martin Lawrence? Martin Lawrence, the same thing. Yes, just stop naming comedians though. Tell us the name of the guns behind you. Well, the number one is Big Dick McDick. That one is Gina the Gerson. Get it? Gerson, Gina Gerson. That is Hushaboom. That is oddly shaped stick brick. That one is Old Cop Shooty. That one is Italiano. That one is America. That one is Sophie, the operator. That one is not a gun, and neither is that. Do I shoot real guns? I operate real guns. I don't shoot them. They don't deserve to be shot. Only one gun I've ever owned deserved to be shot. No way. That's a KS-12 behind you. Well, no, it's a KS-7 single tube. What would a gun that you recommend somebody who doesn't like guns but finds owning one to be necessary? A Glock. Because you're not going to be an enthusiast. You just want a gun that works. Get yourself something in a Glock. They're easy to maintain, easy to run. They eat just about any ammo you put into them because of how cheaply they're built. Name change to Hush Puppy. Yeah, on my way to buy a Marlin 3030 with Leopold scope for $700. Is it a deal? That's not a bad price if it's a 336 and it's an older one. If it's a new one, that's about fair. How about the reliability of the KS7? I mean, it'll run. It's a Kel-Tec, so it's 50-50 with customer service. I got to take that one to the range. It literally has never been fired in the time I've had it because I lost the roll pins and I finally found them. Kimber Y2K looks awesome, and your Gerson with full rail is nice. I saw the pictures of the Kimber 2K, and I'm going to ask them to send me a sample because they can look at all my lives and all my Kimber videos and see that I fucking love Kimber. So if it runs good, that'd be good. What's your smallest gun? I have a Colt Junior 25 ACP, and then second up would be Big Dick McDick, which is a 22. Shotgun gamer. You got 300 rounds to go to the range with. Nice. I'll be going out to the range on Sunday with mine. Is the T-Sauce 1911 any good? It's fine. I don't talk about T-Sauce, though. Hope they don't read your chats. They can read whatever they want, especially if they go back and watch live streams where I'm wearing fake titties and a bra. I don't know who I am to tell you who to love. It's fine. Is it true that you supported Harris? Who's Harris? Is it true that you are 3 weeks behind the times? Oh, I support Harrison Ford. That's called a cross-dresser. No, that was called being a hoe for money. And it worked. I don't have the boobs anymore, so I don't talk about politicals. Is that World War II gun on your left? No, it is not. And technically, my left is different from your left. When you're looking at me, it would be my right. I was propositioned to teach long-range classes again. You said, sure. Nice. $50 ain't worth it. Dude, I made like $400 the last time I wore the fake titties. Yeah, I don't care. Remove whoever you want. If somebody's being a dumbass, I don't care right now. I already had to remove like 30 people at the beginning of this shit. That drives me nuts. I don't know why we can't just all get along. Why do you guys bring out the anger? Why do you make me mad? Why do you make me sad? Deep down where I'm soft like a woman. But you don't talk about politics. It's the only reason I'm still here. Yeah, politics don't need to be talked about. Hey, Phantom, what's going on? Nice weapons. Thank you. Those are just firearms, though. They're only weapons if I use them in a offensive capability. Otherwise, they're just ballistic tools to me. They're only called a weapon system when a military pays for them. No, it's not a KSG. It's a KS7. Same company, single tube. What about Second Amendment legislation? We should talk about that. I don't like to get into it. I believe any and all laws against 2A are an infringement on our rights. I also believe in fighting it the right way, which is I'm not the right way because I don't have any power in Congress or Senate or anything like that. But to support any legislation that wants to repeal NFA, the ATF, and all gun laws, I'm totally for that. I will sign any petition that comes across my eyeballs, but I don't talk about them. Sorry. It was 49 here this morning. It was 32 here. It sucked. Yeah, I already answered that question, gamer. I said I'd use a shotgun. Did you receive your license? Not yet. The interview and everything's done, so I'm just waiting. It's just like when you apply for your CCW, you do your class, then you fill out the form, you hand it to the county clerk's office, and then they tell you it can take up to a certain number of days. That's what we're at. We're just waiting for somebody to stamp my license and send it to me. As soon as they send it to me, then I'll be good to go. Anthony, thank you. I really appreciate that. Diggity, love you too, brother. So I'm going, DB, you weren't probably here for when I said that, but on Sunday I'm going over to this lady's house. Yeah, that's right. No, I'm just kidding. But she reached out to me because I won an auction on the auction site I bid on, but she recognized my name from Middletown Firearms when I worked there. So I'm going over to her place to look at her grandfather's guns, primarily all from the 30s and 40s. She said that he was into World War II and earlier stuff. So hopefully they'll be like Garand's, M1 carbines, maybe some full auto stuff. That'd be cool. But hopefully like 1911s and shit like that. She wants me to come and look. They got like 80 some guns or something like that. So if I can make a deal on all those, that'll be amazing. It took 8 minutes to renew ACCW. Ha ha ha. 42 my ass. Huh? Lexi, my baby, we have a 12-day-old healthy baby boy. Dude, I'm so happy for you, Diggity. I'm glad he's healthy. I'm glad he's doing well. I'm glad your little lady's doing well. Congratulations, brother. Tell her I said hi. Nerds with Guns, what's up? What is the idiot mark on a 1911? All right, so let's use this magazine. It's just a magazine. YouTube, shut up. You have what's called your slide lock slide release. It goes through a hole. However, it has one piece here and then the post that goes through. This piece locks up and engages, so it'll tilt up and lock on there. There's a little piece of metal that sticks down from that, and when people are inserting their slide lock, they'll spin it, and it'll scratch the frame or scratch the slide, and then you'll have like a crescent moon shape in the metal. That's called the idiot scratch. Everybody has done it if you own a 1911. If you say you haven't put an idiot scratch on your gun, you're a freaking liar, and I don't want to be friends with you. Unless you got a lot of money. You like to suck dick. Sleeping schedule is messy, but we are blessed. Yeah, my buddy had his kid last year, and yeah, he looked like a goddamn zombie. Haven't seen your tactical broom lately. Yeah, she's been going all natural. I've been just sweeping the turtles, not sweeping the floors, not the streets. Sorry, DB. Any turtles? Um, Idiot marks when people scratch the slide with the slide lock. Yep. Do people not have DuckDuckGo? What the hell is DuckDuckGo? It's Duck Duck Goose. You Florida freak. Good to know. I don't own a 1911, so good to know about that. No problem. Yeah, you just have to be careful. If you watch the videos that I do on any of the 1911s I've done, I tell you how not to give it the idiot scratch, but I've done it anyways. Oh, that's right. My buddy uses DuckDuckGo. I never get any of the porn results I'm looking for. I haven't put an idiot mark on the Rock Island. I'm super careful because it was yours. Oh, well, let me borrow it for 5 minutes. You don't look Asian. You look like a white guy who pulled his eyes back. Oh, so you're telling me I'm appropriating my own culture. Oh, that's so interesting. You want fly light? When the doctor says they sleep 17 hours a day, it's not between the hours of 9 and 5. Oh, no. They sleep any of the hours that's inconvenient for you. I did it with my first cheapo Para 1911. We don't talk politics here, brother, Ed. And he's not in active power yet, so he's not weeding shit. He's not officially inaugurated until after January. Did you get timed out? I don't believe so. I didn't see you. No, SFR, you're still here. Have you seen any of the Sig Sauer P320 DH3 pistol issues, AD, or actual manufacturer defect? No, as far as I know, the DH3s weren't involved in that lawsuit. Only the standard 320s were. The police issue style ones, X5s, X-Folds were not included in that. Also, they were guns built before 2021. The DH3 didn't come out until 2023. If there was an AD, it wasn't an AD. It was an ND that somebody is claiming. That's the problem with the Me Too mentality when it comes to firearms discharging now. Doesn't matter. It could be a Beretta, it could be a Taurus, it could be a SIG, it could be anything. But now every little motherfucker who's a baby claims that when their gun goes off, it wasn't their fault, instead of, owning up to their shit. I've been asked many times, have I had an ND? Yes, I've ND into the wall with the Tokarev. I play Call of Duty Mobile. Oh, okay, that's cool. If you're under 13, you probably shouldn't be here. I was saying it should machine in the idiot scratch in the 1911 frames. That would be kind of funny to do that on purpose and then sell the gun. People are like, what? I would do it on both sides so it looks like it's ambidextrous just to really throw them off. And then when they ask, say that you tried putting the slide lock in from the other side. What's up, stopping in? What's up, AR fan? Colt SP1s are now collector items. Aw, that sucks. You had a premature ejaculation? Sorry to hear that, DB. What cartridge do you put in the KSG-12? Well, that's a KS7 single tube and just 12 gauge. That one hasn't been shot yet. I'm taking it out to the range on Sunday, and I'll just put birdshot through it to make sure it runs. Well, you either had a premature ejaculation or a partial erection. Partial erections are just sad. What's up, my man? How you doing tonight? Pretty good content. So Alchemist and Chanson, if you guys haven't been following those guys, they've been doing pretty good with growing their channels. So check them out. They're going to surpass me any day now, which I'm happy for. You watched that T-Rex video? No, I did not. So you'll have to tell me what it was. What do you think about Swiss pistols? I used to have a SIG something when I was in the military. So the Swiss used to build the original 210 that Sig Sauer eventually wound up building. Also, I've had the Chris Sphinx SDP back before Sphinx went out of business. Sphinx used to make a lot of really good guns. Negligent erection. I don't think there's any such thing. What's your favorite Bible verse? We don't talk about religion. Who hasn't had a premature fizz? I'm 99.99% sure that's how my son got here. Huh. Oh, yeah, sorry. It's on my phone still. I called the police on you because you have a gun. Cool. And when they show up to my property, I know exactly who called them in, and filing a false police report is a felony. So go ahead, do it. I'm waiting. Does your mom know you're up past your bedtime? Good evening. Hey, Ramon, what's going on, sir? And you can sue them. Oh, yeah, you can do that all the time. That's why when people give me shit, I used to get people all the time in the comments. Like I showed the serial number on the Gerson, it's number 902. By the way, my serial number is 902. It's a very low number. But when I show serial numbers, people are like, why are you showing your serial number? It's like when they flip out when I show my license plate. Why do you show that? Number one, that's all public. When you're outside, my car's sitting outside right now. Anybody can take my plate number. You can't do shit with that. You can't look up plate numbers, not legally. You can't go to the DMV and do a plate lookup just for no fucking reason. If you file a police report, the police can look it up and run your plates and shit, but it doesn't fucking matter. I don't give a shit. And if you break into my house, I'm going to shoot you. So win-win, I guess. Do you like your suppressor? I was thinking about getting one. I regret buying a pistol suppressor as the only one I've had for the last year. Once I get a rifle one, then I'll start liking that one even more again. That's the Osprey 9. I bought it because I'm a pistol guy primarily, and I wanted a pistol one. I also only bought the 9mm because I let this 83-year-old awesome dude buy my 45 that I had in the store but hadn't done the paperwork on yet. So, yeah, that pissed me off a little bit. But, yeah, I will buy more. I will buy some rifle ones. Is it too much red tape to get a suppressor? No, Dodge, it's not. If you live in a state that allows you to have Class 3, simply go to your local FFL that does the paperwork. Try to find one that has a silencer shop kiosk that makes it even easier. And e-file. E-file can take as little as 2 days right now to get you your suppressor back. Good luck for an international audience like myself. You think I don't have relatives in other countries? Do you have a Desert Eagle? Hey, DB, Desert Eagle, for the win. That's you buffering. I'm not buffering. Which I don't look like I'm buffering. Hold on. Yeah, I'm not buffering. Or buy it online at Silencer. Yeah, exactly. What do you think of, still buffering. That's you, dude. You don't even have to leave the house. Yeah, that's a funny one. People don't realize that. It's an accessory. As long as you pass the background checks, they'll legally send it to your house in 90% of the places. My Rising blew up, and it was a first-year model number 830. Never mix ammo while blasting away. Agreed. That's why I tend to not use reloads, and if I have used ammo, I will personally sort it before I go to the range. I don't trust just a big fucking box of ammo. Tanuki, if you just want it for self-defense and you're not going to be a gun enthusiast, you're not going to be a person that owns multiple firearms, then get a Glock. DB is right. Get a Glock. Glock will save your life. Second would be Smith & Wesson, their M&P series. They're slightly less boring than a Glock, but yeah, Glock's boring as shit, but it's going to save your life. I've been looking at your case in the top corner there. I'm just wondering what it is in there. That is a non-firing replica of a Winchester 1886. It doesn't even have a real barrel in it. It's just a display piece. I need to do something to diffuse that light or change the angle of the case. But I can't do it while I'm watching the live, so I'll do it tomorrow. The amount of tomfoolery surrounding the fear of needing privacy is insane. We're practically on camera as soon as we leave the house nowadays. Well, that's, you know, like I said, you can't file a police report on my firearm unless you can prove that you paid for it and did a 4473. So, I may need to be your first FFL sale with that Gerson. I'll get you one, dude. What kickstarted your interest in firearms? I've always been into guns. I had airsoft guns when I was younger, but it wasn't until after 2017. I died in 2017, blood loss from trying to kill myself, and they brought me back, and I was physically disabled from working anymore. I had 3 transfusions in like 4 hours, so yeah, it sucked, but my buddy was like, here, you can't go work in the industry anymore, so let's go to the range. And I shot a gun for the first time, a real gun, and then I shot all of his guns, and I kind of got hooked on it. And then he told me he and his buddy were starting him and his dad actually were starting a gun store in a little ways down the road, and he asked me if I wanted to help him, and I couldn't do any real work, so I went ahead and got into it with him. You do have to get a Class 3 for a short barrel rifle, yes. Blood loss. I thought it was a pillow D. No, I severed an artery. Glad you're still here, buddy. Thank you. Me too. Yeah. Glad you weren't successful. Life is much more too valuable to throw it away. See, it's. I don't like to discuss it as much because YouTube is not a good place for discussing things like this because of the potential youth and stuff like that. But all I can say is mine was not feelings related. Mine was academic. What's your favorite gun? 1911s are my favorite gun. Just in general, 1911s are always my favorite guns. Always will be. I just think they're a beautiful piece. Little things can change the look of a 1911 completely. Like if you look at the operator and you look at that Girsan, that full-length dust cover, and the fact that the slide has no like feature cuts in it like the Springfield does. The Springfield matches the rail with their nose cut on there, whereas the Girsan is a full-length rail on it. That thing looks amazing. That one's going to the range. Along with that one, I'm going to take both of those out and shoot them this weekend because that's got a better trigger. 100%. You know, I said it in the video. That's got a better trigger than that one because that's non-adjustable. So I'm going to shoot that one bone stock, and then I'm going to take it home and I'm going to do some tinkering with it, as well as probably change out the beaver tail. I've got an Ed Brown with a larger memory notch on it, so I'm probably going to change that out as long as it's the right size, because I think there's 4 different beaver tail cuts for the sides of it. So as long as my Ed Brown will fit in there, I'm going to throw my Ed Brown beaver tail in there. I'm going to polish out the internals. I'm going to futz around with the rear spring. Might even change recoil weights. We'll see how it shoots with the recoil weights. You have a fondness for CZ. I do as well right now. I've bought a bunch of CZs. It's just they're expensive and I needed money, so I pawned them. What's the pistol on the bottom left on your peg wall? That is a Ramline Syntech Polymer 22. Adjust these. Yeah, well, we'll see what happens because who knows, maybe next week the live will just be full of vintage stuff, which I never do. Also, this is about the time where everybody's doing their why do I do this, or why do I feel I have the right to discuss things. I am not one of those people that does prepping. I don't do, I'm not a prepper. I'm not one of those guys that wears full tack gear, even though I'm a civilian. So don't worry about me doing a video like that one. Do I have my own property? No, I'm a member of a gun club. You're lucky you were given a second chance. Not everybody gets that. I'm happy you made it, bro. Oh, thanks, Stookie. Happy Thanksgiving. I'll be streaming before then, but thank you. Happy Thanksgiving to you next week. Is a 27 a good first revolver? Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't it be? Just 29 is probably a little bit too much. So what I need you guys to do for me is go ahead and hit the like button while I'm typing this. Doing that tells Google that I don't need to be blocked anymore on this platform. They like to shadow ban firearms channels. And by interacting when you guys are leaving messages and thumbs up and comments and subscription and all that stuff, you guys are letting Google know, hey, this guy's worth being on the air, and I really do appreciate that. So please understand when I ask you guys to do anything for the channel, that's the reason I'm asking. So anything you guys can do to help the channel that way, I really appreciate it. If you want to donate, you can. It's not a requirement to be on this channel. What are you going to do for me? Oh, DB, you're in Florida. I'll just send you a box of bath salts. This might be a dumb question, but does somebody need a license to modify a weapon? If you have an FFL, you would need some permissions to modify some guns in some ways. But as a private individual, no, you can modify your firearm any way you want to. As long as you don't do something illegal like manufacture a suppressor or create an SBR, SBS, short barrel shotgun, short barrel rifle, or full auto. So the Swiss prepare better than anybody else. My house has an ABC shelter. Don't they have underground shelters or fallout shelters for every single person that lives in Switzerland? It is Switzerland, right? Yeah, no switches. Did I get the FFL? Not yet, drunk. Just waiting still. Like Swiss cheese. Yeah, that's the one thing I take umbrage with your country about, Tanuki. Your people keep poking holes in all my cheese. You're getting me angry. I'm not paying for holes. How do I use the Discord? Well, if you saved the link, Sweden, Switzerland. I said Switzerland. Um, click on the link and then you can go over to it. I don't have it up on this computer. Switzerland has more shelters than people. Nice. Have you been pretty busy lately? Honestly, no. I went through an entire process of rebuilding my computer yesterday, so that's all I did yesterday because I wasn't feeling great. I'm not feeling great today. I'm just waiting for the goddamn FFL license to come in. I've bought a couple of online auctions for electronics and stuff to do online sales with my business, but I haven't done a whole lot. Join the Discord. I'm in it. I just don't know how to use it. So on the left side of the screen, there'll be different tabs like general, pew pew, memes, things like that. So there should be different areas that will allow you to go in and discuss different topics and such. Oh man, my buddy's dog punched me in the lip, and he had big claws, and he tore my lip open. That sucks up here. But yeah, and then you click on that, and then you just go down to the bottom where you can type in text. Got any HKs on the wall? Not tonight. My HK VP9 is not up there tonight. I don't know why, but the gun behind reminds me of the QBZ95. Gotta be more specific. I don't know what firearm that is. Does the license just show up? Yes, honestly, it does just show up. They'll send me an email with the approval, but it will just show up. It's kind of weird that way. And I don't know much, but I know I love you. I like that you feel like you licked the toilet. I like the fact that nobody's asked me what a toilet tastes like. What are your thoughts on the AK-47? AK-47 is a perfectly viable combat rifle. McManus, where are you? McManus, hello. McManus. No, the AK-47 is kind of the Glock of the rifle world to me. It has very loose tolerances, which helps ensure that it will run through the muck and the junk and all the fun stuff. So I'm fine with it. Oh, the movie Mrs. Mouse and I saw called Heretic was pretty good. Do you have to pick pubes off your tongue? No, actually I didn't. My potty is clean, motherfucker. So they're basically creating a modern day blunderbuss. Do I want to? Oh, thank you for the offer, Bruce, but no thanks. Dodge City, that's not really correct, brother. All he can do is make recommendations. He can't actually enact a law unless we're under some sort of like massive martial law. He will veto anything that's anti-2A, so it does help protect it, but we're not fully protected from anything. If the lobbyist pocket is deep enough, then politicians will do whatever the frick they want them to do. Don't call me a dipshit. Thank you so much, my man. I called Springfield finally about getting the sites fixed and the feed ramp fixed, and they had me ship it to them under warranty. Told you, man. Springfield's really good about their warranty, actually. Everyone can get a gun in Switzerland after a heavy background check. What do you think about that? So, since we have to have background checks, I have to approve of them. If you're a law-abiding citizen, doing a background check shouldn't fucking bother you. If you're an anarchist, it will bother you. I do believe that you should be able to just buy a firearm if you have no problems. But putting something on paper to hold yourself responsible, when you get a car, you do paperwork. When you get a driver's license, you do paperwork. So there should be some level of accountability in terms of making sure that you don't have active felonies. But even if it was just what we used to call in the business a five-liner to confirm identity, in the car business, you do a five-liner for somebody paying cash just to confirm their identity. Even if we just did a five-liner just to show that you're not a wanted criminal, take 3 minutes. I'd be fine with that. You're ready to be off work now. Did you go and do that key? Muzzle loaders are kind of like a blunderbuss. Yeah, pretty much. And basically, any shotgun is technically a blunderbuss. You load whatever you want into the barrel. It's smooth bore. It's not going to hurt it. The HKCC9 is too small, too little, too late. Yeah, the 10-day waiting period is idiotic. Also, because it's typically on handguns, and notoriously, almost all the most recent public shooting events, trying to put it that way, mass shooting has been dumbed down to the point where if it involves 4 people, it's considered a mass shooting. But shooting events have involved rifles. Springfield is super nice on the phone. Thank you so much. I've been afraid and putting it off for like 8 months. Lol, but so happen I listen to you. Always listen to me. Send me that staccato, please. No, I just unlocked the dead guy's house. Oh, that sucks, dude. Washington, we have a 2-week wait on shotties and bolt actions. Yeah, so federally, you have a wait if you're under 21 if you buy a long gun, which, again, I understand what they were trying to do. That was after we had the massive school shootings. So they're trying to make sure people that are under the age of 21 don't have anything, because they get a minor enhanced background check. If something comes up in their background, they were ever adjudicated as a minor, they have the ability to request those records even if they've been expunged. Expungement is a lie, by the way. I think everyone should have a background check before buying a firearm, if for no other reason than potential mental health concerns. But the problem is, and I'm happy you're going to be a psychologist, and I hope you do help people, but the problem is, background checks don't show mental health issues. They only show if a person's ever been committed. And they only show if a person's been committed against their will, which is the vast minority of people that actually seek treatment. I've been in 4 or 5 times for my mental stability, just because life's getting too busy, everything's overwhelming, all that bullshit, and I don't want to do anything stupid, so I checked myself into a mental health ward, and I've spent a total of a few weeks, and it doesn't show up anywhere because I did it willingly. Chamini Staccato, get in line. Mother, father, sister met me here. She hasn't heard from him in 3 weeks. I'm sorry, bro. Plus, if Drunk sends me the staccato, I can send him a receipt and he can write it off on his taxes. Except when the computer system goes down, then it's longer. Yeah. Washington. La 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 la. I'm a list. My calling clears almost instantly. You're not for federally. There's always fucking something. But yeah, I'm in instant approval as well. Why do you think there's so much school shootings? We don't have them in Europe. We still have guns, so I don't think that's the reason. It's the person, not the product. Countries that have fully outlawed firearms have knife stabbings. It's the ability of a person to be able to recognize somebody else is in distress and help them. If we had enough mental health in this world, especially in the country, we wouldn't need companies like Better Health, which, by the way, is nothing but a Band-Aid because you can bounce around from psychiatrist to psychiatrist if you don't like your psychiatrist. That's not the fucking way it works. You have to get to know the guy first. But there wouldn't be Better Health if we had enough people that were fully trained, paid, and put in a place to help identify mental health problems. You have a school, like the school I went to, the high school I went to, had 1,700 people with 4 guidance counselors. And none of them had any sort of doctorates in child psychology or anything like that. Some of them were just college graduates with minors in child rearing or whatever. So when you have a disparity of 500 to 1, it makes it nearly impossible for a school guidance counselor or a school official to be able to really fully recognize somebody that's in that depressive of a state or that psychotic of a state. Because most psychotic people can hide what they're going through. Most sociopathic people can hide what they're going through. I guess I'm suggesting a potential psych evaluation or something. No, see, that's overstepping bounds. It's not the position of the government or the gun shop to evaluate a person's mental health. It needs to be taken care of long before that person's buying a gun. If you're only catching it when somebody is buying a gun, you're so far too late. All you're doing is trying to put a Band-Aid over nothing. That's bullshit. We had like 70. Sorry, DB. Other countries that ban guns use other weapons. Or somebody did a drive-by in London with a crossbow. Yeah, and knife stabbings, like even in Canada, knifings, stabbing, strangulation, blunt force trauma, all those have skyrocketed in direct proportion to gun restrictions. In fact, they've probably exceeded the number because it's quieter. It's something. It is more personal, but it's psychotic. It's mental health problem, not the guns problem. Mr. Mouse said. Mrs. Mouse said they need more kid therapy, and Joe is correct. Minnesota, yeah. Doesn't Canada still allow shotgun? Oh yeah, they still have rules. They still allow some guns, but they're only for sporting purposes. They don't allow, as far as the internet has showed us, they're very restrictive on getting any sort of concealed carry permits, things like that. They have to be locked up when they're not in the house, which all that does is allow the criminals to be fully armed. You'll get a kick out of, so the place where I've been getting told me I can't buy anymore is because the name on my license doesn't match my residency card. That sucks, but you need to get that fixed. That is a valid reason not to sell a firearm. I'm sorry, but that is the problem. That is, it puts it on you as the person who has the documentation, but yeah. Now, if you were Charles and you go by Charlie like my buddy Charlie does, that's not as big a deal, but your documentation has to match. Self-defense is a crime? Well, because Canada is a outreach of England, and England does not allow self-defense. If you harm somebody while defending them, so basically Canada and the UK in general want you to run away with your arms flapping around saying, oh no, I need a constable, instead of taking care of the problem yourself. We should just stop paying taxes. That would ensure our freedoms. We tried that. It was called the Boston Tea Party, and it worked for a few hundred years. England had the military guy hacked up on the street with a meat cleaver. Well, yeah. In England, if you don't flee the premise, if your house gets broken into and you defend yourself and kill somebody, you can be charged with manslaughter. It sucks. And pee yourself, don't forget. Yeah, if I'm forced to fight, though, I really, really do try to stick my hand behind myself, poop my hand, and then I have poison damage. Give me all your money. I pooed myself. It's in the back of my pants along with my wallet. You're going to have to get it.
Fish it out, sailor.
That's the best part, yeah. Poor Canadians. Still subjects of a country that's across an entire ocean. You silly billies. Even China got rid of Britain. Come on. What about Canada? The DA really tries to send you to prison for lawful self-defense. Yeah, that sucks. I saw a news article where two gangs just started a giant knife fight in Canada. Salute, loving the... Yeah, thank you. How would you feel about a mandatory gun shooting process similar that's to Squirrel for getting a vehicle? Or... No, I mean, because again, you're forcing somebody to go through a class just to acquire a firearm. I don't believe that is... that was my brother, sorry. I don't believe you should have to take a class just to own a firearm. We have the Second Amendment in order to give us firearms. If you want to do something such as concealed carry so that nobody else is aware that you're armed, I believe you should take some kind of training for that. I don't agree with constitutional carry, and I don't agree with open carry. Constitutional carry has its ups and downs, but sorry. What I mean is I don't believe in constitutional carry without a class. Oh, fuck, my nose is runny. Yeah. Something tells me blah blah's a little too young to be in here anyway, so we'll get rid of him. Nobody would know if you have a 38 in your pocket. Pretty much. I saw another streamer pull out a gun and point it at the camera. He was instantly TOS'd. Cocaina? I love cocaina. Yeah. It's... the algorithm catches that shit. That's why I have to be very clear when I pick something up and go, oh, this is a magazine. This is not a firearm. It's not loaded. It's not designed to be in the gun in this configuration. I'll sit on it for a while. Thank you. Yeah, you. Unfortunately, and I don't want to tell you you're wrong for wanting to promote mental health, but you're trying to look at it from a totalitarian point of view. You want to enforce laws that 90% of us don't need to be held to. Have I tried programming? Not in a long time. I did when I was a child. Hey, AAD, you can get a gun in Switzerland, but it would be illegal to carry your gun loaded. At home, it's okay. Yeah, it's crazy. You said psychos blend in. You hear about the father who faked his own death, went to Uzbekistan, he abandoned his 3 kids. I cannot write my... Dude, people do that all the time, Ocho. What's GAP stand for? If you're talking about the Glock, it's Glock Auto Pistol. It's their version of a 40 cal, basically. They wanted their guns to not say Smith & Wesson on the side. People overreact on guns because a lot of guns are used for sporting, other things like collections. Also, gun deaths are high. It's really don't need to fully ban them. And gun deaths are not nearly as high as the published studies actually do. Did you see Italy selling fixer-upper housers to Americans for $1? Kind of want to go with it, and 3 others and rotate it between us as vacation home. Yeah, but I thought there were rules like you have to actually move there. Oh, I didn't know somebody was talking about Gap Round. What is the best pistol? Whatever one you competently shoot and carry on a daily basis. The more you focus and train with it, the better off you're going to be. Stop looking at everything, Joe. More people die from McDonald's than they do guns. Yep. Hey, JLS, go ahead and Google 45 Gap. 45 Gap uses a 40 caliber round. It's closer to a 40 caliber round. It has the same ballistics as a 40 caliber round. They designed that so that they didn't have to put the word Smith & Wesson on the slide, literally. But we're not the U.S. Army. We're not in the U.S. Very unusual to get confronted by a gun on the street. It's a lot less common than people think here, too. If you go to the wrong parts of town, yeah, you have the chance of doing it. If you act a freaking moron in public, yeah, there's a chance that shit's going to happen. But there are 340 million residents in the United States of America. We live on less than 10% of our land. So you have that many people in that close proximity interacting with each other that much every goddamn day, then yeah, you're going to have a higher statistical number of issues with firearm violence than you are in a country like, say, England, which has less than 1/3 our population, or other countries that have 1/10 of our population. Breaking news, a mass McDonald's has happened. What? How's your night? Pretty good, Sonny. JLS, Google 45 Gap. Understand why the round was created. I'm not lying to you. They designed 45 Gap because they wanted it to be their own proprietary round that was not putting the word Smith & Wesson 40 S&W on the side of their slide. If you're sitting there with a box of ammo, great. Go to the range and use it. Become proficient with it. Be a good shooter. But I'm not here to argue with people. In fact, we'll see you in a day or two. Every time I'm out and about, I see a gun. Yeah, it's because you keep it in your car. I'm from Oakland. People get guns off the street as easy as fentanyl. Oh, yeah, I know I can go to Washington, D.C. and probably get a gun in less than 20 minutes. Favorite pistol is 1911, so sending you that Gap barrel one of these days. I have a Gap barrel sitting here. I have a magazine loaded with Gap ammo right over there. So we debating two-way rights? No, we're really not. Yeah. Yeah, load a 45 ACP into a 45 Gap once and see what happens. I agree, DB. I just got in what I miss. Oh, we're just talking about a little bit of everything, Sonny. Just kind of what everybody wants to talk about. Just kind of bring up subjects and we'll talk. I'm a very easy guy to get along with, as long as you don't push my goddamn buttons. Some people like to push my goddamn buttons. It's not an old school pistol. It's actually a modern pistol. It's a polymer copy of a Ruger Mark II. Boom, 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 boom. Dun, 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 boom. I'm getting rid of anybody that just keeps typing the same sentence over and over. So just as an aside, just if I don't get to your question or your statement right away, move on. Don't be the guy at a party that asks the same question 14 minutes after everybody else has moved on. You miss Susu. Yeah, well, it's kind of what I want to see. So like Ammo, Chanson, Susu, they're all growing their channels. So they all do their own lives. If they're doing what they want to do, I'm actually happy for them and I'm fine with it. No need to actually me. It looks like it's from 1912. Not really. They didn't have those kind of sights in 1912. Push the goddamn button! No. We tried that shit of open drug use in Zurich in the 90s. It failed by a lot. Yeah. Yeah, Washington is going through that, Seattle. But what are your thoughts on the Platypus, best of both worlds? I wouldn't call it best of both worlds. It's just a nice gun. Because all it is using is Glock technology for the mag. And it's not even using Glock technology because there's so many other companies that make Glock manufactured Glock's pattern mags that it's just a 1911 with a different mag capability. What's your favorite pistol? 1911. Susu does a live. Yeah, she does it a few times a week. A lot of people are doing them during my same time, which is fine. Chanson's Shadow is pretty sad, but Washington local. Yeah, well, he's trying to grow his. Alchemist has this thing where he just leaves his live stream on 24/7. And Chanson has now started doing that. And like I said, there's enough views, especially when I'm not a big YouTube content creator and I'm not making a living off this. I don't care. I hope they grow. What's your thoughts on Canik TP9 Elite SC? It's chunky. She's very chunky. But they shoot good. Jenkins, what's up? Talk about gun prices taking a hit at shows. Lol, good time to buy. Sucks for the guys out there who need to sell for cash right now. Agreed. Sure, you've been asked, what do you think of the new 2011 Kimber that every gun tuber is posting today? I will probably at some point eventually get my hands on one. It's a double stack, so hopefully it's good. The only upside I see is at least the Platypus is cheap mags. How many wall of gun channels are there now? Saw Pistol Pete's too. Not sure. It's surprising that a channel like mine, who has so few subs in comparison to a lot of the bigger guys, has people copying him. Why only frames on the wall? Because I got rid of my Echelon, and those are both frames that were sent to me. One was sent to me by Sharps Brothers, and one was sent to me by Icarus Precision. I'm waiting for a Springfield Echelon comp. As soon as I get my license, I'll order one. Inflation, yes. Inflation did affect guns, but COVID infected it more than anything else. The pricing really hasn't changed since COVID, so looking for an ammo can at 22. You should be able to find one. Nenner, I really don't have one in that price range. My ARs are custom builds, so am I the OG wall of guns guy? I don't think I am. I'm just one of the more consistent live streamer guys that does it. Who wants to sell me AT? Do we have to go through a gun store? Can he sell me the rifle outright? You have to check your local laws, John. Here in the state of Virginia, there are no private sales anymore, so you have to go to an FFL to do a transfer. But depending on the state you live in, you might be able to do it just private party. Imitation is the best form of flattery. Oh, I'm fine about that. If people want to imitate me, I don't care. There was a guy that had the exact same couch as me, and he started doing his videos the exact same way. I did ask him to stop doing that because it wasn't cool. About time for me to bounce. You have a good one. You too, Cthulhu. Why are you built like that? Built like what? If you're talking about why my eyes are far apart, it's called human fucking genetics. If you're talking about how my body is built, you don't know what my body's built like. When I wear my fake titties, I look hot. Any word on the FFL yet? No, dude, it's only been 3 days. It won't be until next week at the minimum. I tell Sportsman Warehouse I don't want to pay COVID pricing and see how well it works. Pretty much. Small pee-pee. Small N pee-pee. Small N pee-pee. Small N pee-pee.
What are you doing with the small peepee? I don't know. What are you doing with it? The more I do it, the better I get at the SpongeBob. Ah, that's grand.
You're fire.
Oh no, I'm on fire.
Never bought through Sportsman, are they bad? Oh, they just charge full price. Sorry. Yeah, I always wonder why my freaking chat just stops after about 5 minutes. God bless you, my man. Have a great night. You too, Mike. Oh, God. I got one of those wet boogies. Hold on. There we go. Lorna Burger. Lorna Burger. Burger. Good to know. Are you sick, Joe? I'm getting over a head cold. The weather's been really bad here, so. Good Black Friday sales at Sportsman. Ow.
You got any questions?
What's up, man? How's y'all Friday going? Redneck, what's up, dude? Glad you coming in here. No, I mean, it started out like it was Wednesday. I thought it was like Groundhog Day. I was like waking up to a live stream that was just fucking nothing but idiots. I was just in Virginia. Y'all's weather sucked. It was fine up until today. Our weather swings bad, man. At least we don't deal with the same amount of snow as we did when I lived in Minnesota. Minnesota, actually, in the entire United States, here's a fun bit of trivia for it. In all of the 50 states, even including Alaska, Minnesota has the largest swing in terms of temperature from hot to cold. We once went from a high of 116 degrees to a low of negative 76 degrees Fahrenheit in 1 year. That's an over 200-degree change in one place. That was in International Falls, Minnesota. In one place in 1 year. Where am I going for Thanksgiving? My parents' house. My parents are staying here in Virginia, and they invited me over. What's up from South Carolina? What's up, South Carolina? Just caved and bought the rest of my parts for my new PC. I think in total it's running about 1,200-ish. But for mini ITX, it ain't too bad. No, that ain't bad. What are your specs? Florida went from 80 to 40 like it saw a state trooper. Lol. What's your opinion on 3D printed guns? If you want to 3D print a firearm, have fun with it. Be careful. Make sure you're using good materials. I don't trust my life to a 3D printed gun, and I won't. There are a reason why gun companies spend tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars developing their firearms. Just because you can get a photo scanned imitation of a Glock or a Smith & Wesson frame does not mean it's going to be the same plastic development, things like that. PLA and the stuff most guns are printed from are not the same thing. They're not fiberglass reinforced plastic. What you're building is the same frame as an air gun. If you look at 6mm air gun, BB guns or air guns, or even pellet guns, the plastic they use is more akin to what you're 3D printing. And those are designed for 1/58,000th of the pressure. You know, an air gun puts out 3 joules, like 200 pounds of pressure versus 35,000 PSI. So I just like Minnesota and Iowa weather is temperamental. Yeah, I agree. Can I come over for sides? Sure. See, why do you have to go there? Why you got to talk about using them disposably? Thoughts on black powder carrying for those who can't carry? Black powder, ball and cap, whatever. As long as you're playing within the rules, according to the ATF, guns built before like 1896 or something aren't even considered firearms. So technically there's other ones that qualify. Um, if you feel that strongly that you need protection and it's not violating the law, okay. But everybody, including the person carrying a black powder firearm, will understand that if you get convicted of any sort of crime involving a black powder gun, um, you're going to get enhanced charges because they're going to claim that you were bypassing the actual law by carrying something that was still ballistic, even though it technically wasn't illegal. They'll find a way to enhance charges. Fun fact, 45 long Colt will fit into a 454 Casull. Hey, fun fact. Hey, not sure if you answered before, but did you ever get the SAR 9X? I'm tempted, but I have to buy the New York compliant mags. I'm not sure if it defeats the savings. It will ship with no mags. I feel like you're just pissed off today. No, it just, every now and then, I'm not in a good headspace because my head hurts. And if you were here at the beginning of this, I've been getting a lot of stupid shiz thrown my way today. I'm fine. Air Max. No, I didn't get the SAR 9X because I went to buy it for $299, and when I put it in the cart, it was $399. I'm not paying an extra $100 when it was advertised for $299. What size barrel length would you rock for urban CQB in a staircase situation? What caliber? Well, I wouldn't find myself in that position, Cheese, but personally, I'd be running my shotgun. Since it's not serialized, could you 3D print a grip module to have a custom gun? Yes, you can, Charlie. You could forge one out of aluminum, steel, plastic, whatever you want. As long as it doesn't, if it's got an FCU or a COG system, then you're fine. Oh yeah, we're only going to 10 till 10 tonight. No, I will never say that I'm a pro. Palmetto is pushing to get on your bad side after today. What'd they do? They changed their price on you too? Canik TTI Combat or Rival S, and if so, Dark Side. Yes, Dark Side Rival S. I would get the steel frame before I get the TTI. The TTI is just a Meta Pro. Get the SFX Meta Pro and put a comp on it. The thing on? Yeah, it is. Don't want to talk about it here. Oh, sorry. Do you have any kids? No, but there's a park down the road if I ever need a couple. Fight 10 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck? Duck-sized horses, please. Ducks are terrible. You won't call me anything, Stone. No, I've never actually messed with the Archon Type B, so I'll mess with one at some point. I'm okay with Unky Unky. What's your opinion on the Yasin 105? I don't know what that is. When we talk about 454 and 45 long Colt, what do you want to talk about? Ramon coming in with a huge freaking donation. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that, bro. Really do appreciate that. Thank you, son. Hey there, Ninja Turtle. I'm not a Ninja Turtle. I am Iron Man. How they're like 357 and 38. Are they? Oh, well, we can't legally own RPGs here without lots of freaking paperwork, so I don't have an opinion on it. Sorry. Revolver, LCR, or Smith & Wesson 340? No preference. Oh, okay. How do you feel about monolithic upper receivers? Monolithic uppers. Hmm. I don't think I don't think I would care for one. Isn't there a law on rifles that use points having to have too many is illegal, like folding stock, removable magazines, suppressor, etc.? Isn't there laws on rifles that use points having too many is illegal, like folding stock, removable magazines, suppressors, etc.? There are definitions and checklists that you have to fall under to determine what category a firearm goes under. And if it falls under that, if a certain number of points are achieved, then yes, it falls under this category. If it has an adjustable buttstock with the removable magazine, if it has a rifle length under blah blah blah, then it becomes an SBR. If it has this or that and this, a certain number of things that all mash up together, then it becomes a, a machine gun. So it's kind of what you're thinking, but it's more of a definition thing. Bro, you got to try a lot harder to get me to adopt you. Sorry, guys. I'm having literally like a 15 to 20-second delay. Obviously, the internet is busy today. It's probably Friday sales. Do I sometimes squint from the headache pain? Sometimes from the headache pain, but also because I'm just that tired right now that my eyes aren't focusing. You can legally own the airsoft. Yeah, you can own an airsoft RPG. My pleasure, and I hope you feel better. Thank you so much, brother. Do you sometimes squint from the headache? Blah, blah, blah. No grip bayonet. There you go. No problem, James. I know what you're talking about. The ones there to try to weasel that in at the last minute in the middle of the night. That's not a thing. There are other outlines. Yeah. So like it was the way that what they were trying to make the honey badger into an SBR plus the tax stamp. Hammerless carry revolver is the only way you can fire through clothes. No slide movement, obviously. Well, it depends on how much the clothes are in the way. If you're wearing Jinkos, you could fire a machine gun in there. But yeah, hammerless revolvers are a great way to do it. A lot of times you can fire a hammered gun as long as your hand is, if you have enough room above it for the hammer. Figure. I was told that monolithic uppers are very accurate. Is it true or is it just snake oil? Not 100% true. I've never really messed with, I've never really messed with the monolithic. Just not saying words. I've never messed with the monolithic upper. Reset to 1. Hello, I'm Joe. We're here. Oh, I thought I bought other snacks. I didn't. It's true, less moving parts. Ah, gotcha. Thank you, GB. You're such a smart guy. You're a fart smeller. Thoughts on less than lethal in places like Canada? Any defense is better than nothing. It's about as far as I can take it. Words are hard. They're like the math of English, dude. I hate letters. If I squint, everything is blurry. If I open my eyes, I can read, but then my head hurts. Ah, English. What a world. How's it only 8:30? Oh yeah, did any of you guys watch the video I put up today of me bouncing the guns off the couch from about 4 feet? It always makes me laugh that people like that. Diggity commented on it. I like that. Joe's opinion on Jaeger and how does he get access to full auto? James Jaeger is dead. No, a lot of guys have their 07s and stuff. I remind you of the Bicentennial Man movie. You mean the one with Robin Williams? I have a bit of his ADD style. DB will appreciate that one. You're a hard semi. You're Optimus Prime. Roll out. I don't know why they call it Hamburger Helper. It's good by itself.
Because it's a hamburger enhancer.
That was not 4 feet. Lol, stop exaggerating. Well, the cushion was 2 feet, and I was sitting behind my camera. The angle made it look weird. I have a 3-foot arm span, and I didn't touch the couch. So, if you'd like to come over to my house, we can talk about it. You have a good memory. Thank you. How you doing? I'm all right. Maybe you should cut it short and get some rest. Oh, I'm only going till 10. Is there a beaver tail for the Taurus G3C? No. You could modify the body if you wanted to, I guess, but I don't recommend it. And it really doesn't need one unless you're very calorie enhanced. No, it's 10:30. No, it's 8:30, bud. You're in the same time zone as me. Book. Good to see your wall is full again. Still got that Ramline Syntec. Yep, until I can find a mag for it. I might sell it the way it is at some point. But the way it's sitting right now, it's just sitting there. It's not doing nothing. It ain't doing nothing. And I won't let it. It sits here just like everybody else. I say it does, and I'll enjoy owning it. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. What's your hobbies apart from guns? Electronics, cars, art. I used to draw a lot before my nerves got really bad. You have fat hands and that thing bites me often. That sucks. Ruger Security 9 top metal or nah? No, it's not. Good eye though. It is a Ruger, but that is the Ruger American Pro in 45 ACP. It's hard to do an Australian accent because I'm always slipping into English. Yeah, I used to draw a lot. Just a question, my brother, is it possible to send a weapon to France? No. You have to find an importer in the country that you want the gun to arrive to, and you have to find one that actually can purchase firearms from another country. I can't tell you how to ship one from America to France. I can't tell you how to ship one to yourself. I do apologize, brother. Anybody drink bourbon? I will, if we do the drunk chat. Posted the PC specs in Discord since you asked for them. Couldn't fit in here. Should be under gaming. I'll have to check it out later. This computer is not logged into Discord. I've never been good at drawing. Actually, my FPS rush is pretty good. So, blackout setup, would you go 10-inch barrel? It depends. If you're going to run it unsuppressed, yeah, 10. If you're going to run it suppressed, go with an 8. Don't blink. Blink. Don't blink. Blink. Dude, is that a P320 frame either? No parts. No, those are Springfield Echelons. My hobbies are turtles and turtles accessories. Damn it, DB. If you weren't my son, I'd hug you. What kind of suppressor is on the FDE gun? That is the Silencer Co. Osprey 9 2.0. So it's their latest version of that suppressor, which is like 2 years old.
Also referred to as Hushboom technology. DD, I want to go to the laboratory.
You like the operator? Yep. Tell us a joke. All right. 2 guys were walking down the street. One walked into a bar. The other guy ducked. You can't bingo yourself, DB. 2 peanuts were walking down the street. One was assaulted.
Why is there half a gun up there?
Have you ever tried ghost weapons? Are they reliable? It depends on who builds it. Let's do the drunk chat. Oh, I've been considering it. No spiky bat, please. I have to read a text. It's on my phone, you bastard. And if it ends it, it's all images. If I open it, it ends the live. I'll look at it as soon as we're done. You hear about the ATF restriction on shotgun? Now it's 5+1, no more 7+1. Did not hear about that. What is up with that? You are actually hilarious with voices. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. You choose between a new F-250 and a transferable M60. Which would you pick? I gotta say, that's a good question. I'd probably go with the M60. Then I can go to a dealer and get as many F-250s as I want.
It's a feature.
I'd show up for the drunk chat. You show up for every chat. But if I do the drunk chat, you guys are gonna have to, yeah, fucking pay me. I take the pig. At least an F-250 is obtainable, not federally regulated. I actually don't do a good Trump impersonation because I've never really practiced one. Hey, Jansen, what's up? You can still add to your Beretta tube. You can add to any tube. It's just probably the federally mandated for new gun sales is where it's limited to 5+1. When I'm drunk, I'm even weirder. And show up to your house for the drunk chat. Show up. Strip poker, except we start noon and put clothes on as you win.
You don't want to see these hairy nipples.
Hairy Nipples. That's my stripper name. Yeah, I'm not going over to Chanson's anymore. They give me a headache. He's got to get a dimmer switch and turn them down. That's how we played in high school. What is this? I hear about a drunk live. I told everybody that if they wanted me to do a drunk live where I start sober and I get drunker as it goes, I'd be willing to do that. But you got to pay me. You look really tall. I'm not that tall. I'm only 5'16". Thoughts on a Shorty 308? Do it. I love how all the people on the internet tell you shouldn't build something with a short barrel because you don't have accuracy over distance. The longest range I can go to here is 300 yards, and if I build an 8-inch 308 and it can't hit at 300 yards, that's a me problem, not the gun problem.
Such a whore.
Pay me and I'll be a whore for everybody. Not that way. The OnlyFans is coming. Shorty or shoddy? Only if I have a Rari. Does a stock and pistol grip thing apply to shotguns? Yes. If I pay you, you could adopt me. You gotta pay me a lot of money, dude. Is the Ripper a reliable weapon because it is a hybrid? Which one's the Ripper? I'll put the lights on fade mode, not so flashy for y'all. Yeah, it's too bright, dude. Plus, did you and Alamo both get together and decide to leave your lives up 24/7? Did you watch a Schizo Express live stream from Focus Trips? Nope, I did not. Although I was hearing some people talking the other day because another guy that was on that one of those live chats or the podcast they did, $250K, I'll adopt you for that. It's good for your weed channel. Yeah, it's interesting that people do that. But anyways, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah, that one guy. He just published a video today talking about Brass Tacks or whatever his name is, Brass Facts, talking about why he does things as a civilian, but he does things in kits and things like that. So I just didn't really pay any attention to that. I have no idea what the Golden Gun was based on. What price would you put on a shot? I don't know. I think it would have to be the first one will be cheap, and then I'll make them more expensive because the more drunk you want me to get, the more it's going to cost you. So the first few shots will be $5-6. You know, it'll be like bar pricing, only you're getting me drunk and hopefully taking me home to take advantage of me. So If you had to pick one weapon for life, what would it be? I don't do that. I don't think that's fair to do to anybody. I can't give you a good answer because as soon as I say shotgun, then I'd be like, oh, I want a handgun. But as soon as I say a handgun, I'd be like, oh, I should have picked an AR-15. So I can't pick one. It's Sophie's choice, dude. You can take any of my Glocks. I don't give a shit about those, but the rest of my guns I keep. What makes you feel like a licked toilet? Head cold, just don't feel good. Sweat pups, sweet pups. Just my head has been killing me for the last few days, and I already have cluster headaches, and I'm getting multiple migraines on top of my cluster headaches. So I'm getting migraines on migraines on migraines. So it's kind of like a girl on girl on girl, but they're all lazy, so it's not fun. So I'm getting girl on girl on girl, but it hurts. Watch the guy spin around 300K at the casino on YouTube. Yeah, no, there are some live streamers that do that. There's a guy on Twitch that spends $10 million a month or something like that. It's my head pain due to infections. No, I have a mental condition, not a mental condition, but I have a brain condition called cluster headaches. You can look them up. There are two variants of cluster headaches. There's the basic cluster headache, which is you'll have bouts of recurring migraines, but then you could have months, weeks, years between any of your episodes. And then there's the version of it that I have, which I've had since I was 17, where I literally have a headache 24/7. But the weather, when it gets really dry out, because the weather dries out or it gets super cold, it exacerbates headaches. It can exacerbate your blood pressure, things like that. So, but yeah, I've literally had a headache since I was 17 years old. Like they're all pretty much, dude. Tell them to buy me the GTS. You're okay. Whose ass? Wait, what? What are you typing, bro? Are you behind even my live stream, which is lagging like a motherfucker? Which fucking wireless am I using? I'm using number 3. Hold on a second. You guys are gonna be fine, but I'm about to lose some Wi-Fi. If you could turbo a pickup choice, what would it be? I would put twin turbos on a 6.4 liter Hemi. No, this is way worse. Are 3D weapons reliable? Is there a risk that they will explode in your hand? Typically, 3D printed guns, as long as you don't 3D print anything that is part of the pressure vessel, i.e. the chamber, the breech face, things like that, the gun, if you're using a factory slide, factory fire control group, will probably hold together because the frame, especially a polymer frame, is not that integral to the function of the firearm. It's basically your chamber and your breech face have to be able to basically come together. The gun has to lock up securely. And those two components, chamber has to contain the pressure to allow it to go out the barrel, and the breech face has to contain and be able to withstand the power of the firearm firing. So, read your last message. AOL SBS. I'm missing one of your messages, I think. I might turbo my trusty old Ram 5.7. You can get some cool turbo kits for like under $1,000. I've got a 3D printed nutsack. I heard you got them snipped, so it's just for decoration, right? Like when dogs get them. Like, did you know you can buy fake nuts for your dog? I didn't drink anything or even eat anything yesterday while I was building the computer, so I didn't drink any electrolytes yesterday, and I cramped like a motherfucker. That guy doesn't know anything about guns. I know which end to point at the camera. You think coming into my live stream and trolling is going to work for you, bud? I'm actually serious. What are you trying to accomplish? Does your mom know that you're on her computer? Only downside to buying fake balls for your dogs is you got to massage them. Okay, I knew about the fake nuts. I did not know about the massaging. You did, and I don't know who's scared more right now. Does aspirin or blood thinners help with your headaches? No. They take the edge off, but they don't do much in terms of the headaches themselves. This is not something that's just a vascular issue, it's a genetic thing. So, yeah, the vessels in my sack of meat that controls my being, my biomech body, has some sort of malformations, etc., that create a blood pressure issue inside my brain hole. But yeah, I've had my blood pressure super high and super low. It's never affected the quality of my headaches, man, because they've always been chef's fucking kiss. Um, my vet told me when I got my dog done 2 years ago, I think your vet is just a freak and wants you to give your doggy a handy. Do you have bayonets for any of your guns? No, I don't, Silva. Just never been interested. Guns on the wall. Is this a strike ball? Guns. What? Nervous system issue. I have genetic disorders. I have a lot of problems, so it would take an entire live stream just to go through them all. Would strong stimulant like Adderall help with the headaches? No, I've done Adderall. I've done all kinds of ADHD meds. I've done gabapentin. I've done tons of opioids, tons of fentanyl. Weed does nothing to me. Gummies do nothing to me. In fact, they give me a headache. Yeah, unfortunately, the only thing I do take that does anything is I take a lot of blood pressure medication and diabetes medication, and I'm still hypertensive, so. Thanks for reminding me. Is that a Phoenix Arms 22 on the very bottom? If you're talking about that one, no, that is a Ramline Syntec. If you're talking about that one, no, that is a Jennings J22. I am 45. So basically, you are falling apart. I like to tell people that I am a faulty product built with all the wrong parts. So I'm not falling apart. My parts have never been good to begin with. Damn and double damn. No worries. Hey, Hans, what's up? Plus 10 to Jiminy Lower, knowing medical conditions. Does it get worse when you increase your salt intake? No. I'm Asian. My sodium intake was insane my whole life. Jay, no caps or you go away. Like I said, everybody is slightly different from everybody else. So I don't fall into the standard mold. I am non-reactive to all opioids. I'm non-reactive. I've had mainline morphine. I've had fentanyl many times in dosage that would kill most of you. It does nothing to me. And that's not a boast because it fucking sucks. I don't know what pain-free feels like. Oh, wait, what? I just don't like a lot of caps in the things, dude. They say right before you get ATF approval, you get the flu. Well, then I'm doing all right. Nerdist, what's up? You felt like you licked the toilet, or did you lick a toilet? And if you did, was it for money? Hello again, Joe. No. I'm not licking the toilet unless you guys pay for it. Everybody has had splashback while puking into the toilet, though. No, I just wanted to catch people's attention. Sitting forward, it even tires out my shoulders. Use your Translate app, bro. Theoretically, how much would be acceptable for a toilet lick? I'd have to be really drunk, and it'd be like $100. Ah, yes, those words I know. There you go. Do I think they'll bring back 80%? No, unfortunately not. When I had my interview with my ATF guy, they're actually cracking down harder on 80%ers. LaMail, such a cheap service. Yeah. Wait, did I actually throw a number out there? Fuck this no fucking brain thingy. You can double your money if you do the drunk chat. I don't have any alcohol in my house right now. I have to go and buy it. That low profile block suppressor looks sharp. Yeah, that is the Osprey 9. It's designed to run with lower sights. $100 is what I said, sir. Damn. Do you have any electronics projects? I just rebuilt my personal computer into a new case. So, how'd the FFL thing go? It went fine. Not tonight. Does the price change on where you lick the toilet? Yes. The 8+1 band for the 1301 shotguns is interesting. 226 can run with factory internals, yes. Where's the slide? Those are both grip modules for the Springfield Echelon. I just don't have the Echelon anymore. I got rid of the basic one because I want to buy a comped one. And I don't, no, fuck no, no public toilet. But yeah, I'm buying a Springfield Echelon comp, and I'll put it on one of those. I've heard so, but having confirmation is nice. I've run it on one. It runs fine. What is your nationality? I am an Asian American. I'm Korean. How much would you lick the screws on the sides for? No. I checked out a Walther PDP X Pro comp, and man, that gun is nice. Yeah, it's a lot of money though. I would pay $500 to see me lick a truck stop toilet. Guys, I will pass on licking a toilet. So, thank you. Yeah. No toilet licking. Although, I will take this moment to ask you guys, especially all you people that are sitting here right now, please hit the like button and the subscribe button. By doing that, Google will not shadow ban me. They'll see all this interaction that you guys have provided me, and they'll be like, hey, this guy's worth allowing to get our money. Because I want Google's money. When you guys donate to the channel, makes me happy, makes me giggle, makes me buy ammunition to shoot. But I want Google's money. Favorite pistols, 1911s. I subscribed now, you're a legend. Thank you, Jay. Trigger is like air, but agreed for $900 gun and 2 mags. Serious question, how would the USA abolish the ATF? What's the process? It would have to go through all the legal channels of the federal government and be voted on. Overwatch Spring is slick, nice. I'm sorry your head is dying on you. I hope, Joe, you get better. It's just one of those things. You don't look Asian. Can you double check? Eat 2 perk 30s and lie for 4 hours. No, one time I had 4 25s at once and I was fine. Why don't you like 2011s? I like 2011s. It's just when I got that gun from Gerson, I wanted a 9mm single stack because everybody's doing double stacks right now. My number one concealed carry gun is a full-size government issue 1911. Crypto, what's going on? You're badass and funny. Thank you, Ramon. Nice. What's your favorite rifle? You look very... DB, he wasn't being offensive, bro. We were having a conversation about what I look like, and I'm a larger individual, so it does hide some of what my actual background is. Plus, I don't have an accent because I lived here 99.9% of my life. M&P Spec also has lightning cuts. Yep. Are the guns real? Yep. Face you made just gives off Mexican. Guys, I'm the one that initiated the whole nationality thing. That wasn't them being offensive. There's no reason to get rid of some of those. Dude, don't worry about it, Jay. He removed the comment because normally I don't like people when they come in to troll, and that's what they're running it on. I have a dilemma. Should I get the SAR SOCOM or should I get the TSAS PX9? I don't recommend the TSAS to anybody, so I'll go with the SAR. Stack 9 1911 still have a place. Compact ones because slimmer than 2011s. Yeah, and it's just I intend to get them. And in fact, assuming that video does well, I'm going to ask them for their match grade 2311, which is basically that gun with the double stack, and then I'll get that in either a 38 Super or a 45. Kind of a point. Almost everyone that has Hawaiian blood has Asian blood. Ask me how I know. Yeah, pretty much. You're closer to that. The globe is wider at the equator, so you're squishier towards my eastern brothers. I got a Glock in my Rari. Nice. Should I get a double stack 1911 or a Hellcat? Um, you got to decide that for yourself. I'd go with the 2011 personally. Match grade sounds nice. Yep. Thanks. You're welcome. No smoke needed. All nice. I recommended the Taurus G3 for beginning. If you're on a tight budget, it could be a good choice. The Smith & Wesson SD9 V2 is another valid choice. Bro's really hurt about TSOS forging process, and I'm here for the pettiness. Yeah, so actually, let's talk about that for a second. A bunch of you guys know that I've had an issue with TSOS and SDS over their forging for their frames. They claim full forging, and they've sent me some 480p grainy fucking pictures of the forging. That's fine. You can say that it's forged all you want. It's a crappy forging. At least it was on the sample that I had. So I've reached out to David Fillers, who is the North American CEO. I reached out to Jared, who handles their social media. I've spoken with both of them. And as recently as yesterday, because I wasn't on live, I didn't mention it, the COO sent me an email. And he has no idea what me, Jared, and David were talking about, because he was talking about how they're going to be changing the negotiator, which is an interesting thing to say, and that they weren't interested in me promoting their product. So I had to send him an email back and explain to him, here's where we are at. Number one, I'm not promoting your products. I don't care that I've gotten views off of your product. Those weren't promotional because they weren't testing. They were reviews made on guns I purchased with my money, and I wasn't happy with them. I want to be able to recommend your company, but I'm not going to spend another $1,000 on a gun that may or may not be quality enough to be recommended. So I told him that, and I also told him, shit, I've been frozen for a while, haven't I? But I also told him that I will not be carrying his firearms in my store either until I get some, unless they are willing to spend some time and work with me. The GSG Firefly is honestly no. I would have to disagree with you, Jay. If you want something that's 22 and cheap, get a Taurus TX 22. Yeah, fuck you, DB. Pumice, Coleman, I could tell you. I love the guns, man. Can I see one of your red dots? I can't pull up anything. I can't pick up any guns. Yeah, Taurus TX 22, in my opinion, would be a better 22. The Fireflies are hit and miss with their quality. ATI is not recommendable. How much would an Osprey like the Omega go for? Could be a fun to get into comps and so suppressors next year. Suppressors, like if you were to go with the Omega 9K or something like that, then the suppressor itself is something like $800 and then $200 for your tax stamp. Can I see the red dot? No, I don't have a red dot just laying around. You know, great gun is the XD Mod 2 and 45. They're all right. I'm getting transferred to Joe Shop as a TSOS. That's wild. These TSOS stories still going on. Ha 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 ha. If you send a TSOS to me, I won't accept it. Just read an official announcement from YouTube social media account. It says that we want you to subscribe to the Jiminy Show, like all videos and streams, and drop one peaceful comment down below. Ha! Redhead dude, thank you. What about yours on that wall? It seemed not too long, too short. The long design is neat. What about yours on that wall? What about my what? Hey, I like that Siley dot. Yeah, it's not too bad. Good show. Thank you. Bob, do you need a suppressor license? You need a tax stamp, yes. What kind of shotgun and loads would you use in an urban CQB situation? Buckshot. You only use slug if you're going for a longer distance. New 5.7s are cool. Which one? The Ruger and the Smith & Wesson? I 100% agree with you. Don't forget to hit 3 buttons in the top, or just double tap your screen if you're on mobile. You pay for every NFA tax item you get, or one-time payment. Every item. Even if you do them all at the same time, you pay $200 per item every time. Joe's not carrying TSOS or Squares. Fight him. I'm not carrying Square. I'm also not dealing with PayPal, because PayPal is the same way. PayPal is not two-way friendly. How many 1911s do you own? I think I counted them on live one time, and I think I got like 8. What is it? The Rock Armory, I think? What do you mean? Beautiful guns, thank you. What about suppressors? Every time. Slugs make it so the door doesn't have to be cleared because it's no longer there. Lol. I would probably go slugs before I went double aught. Stooky. Favorite EDC, 1911. Happy birthday. Fuck every one of you. I love you all, but fuck you. Fuck you, I love you. That was one of my favorite sayings. I might make a shirt that says FYILY. Oh no, it's the PSA 57. Oh yeah, I've got the Rock. It's fine. I had to lube the shit out of it though. It was like a first time partner that you have to talk into it. If you don't lube the shit out of it, then it's gonna run like it. Oh no, my invoice. How much money do I owe you? Oh shit, 137 bucks. What the fuck did I buy? Oh yeah, I bought something I didn't want. Damn it. No, it's not my birthday. Susu started it. My birthday was November 13th. Do I still play Forza? Yep. I like the stream. Thank you. Now subscribe, god damn it. Just quick questions. Are those airsoft guns? Nope. You can have real guns, you're just not allowed to touch them. Display is fine. Very compelled to buy one. Gotcha. What do you think about the Springfield Hellcat Pro? I'm not a fan of littler guns, but 15 plus 1 is hard to argue, and I've heard they shoot fine. Sorry I missed your birthday. That's okay, dude. I appreciate that. FH6 in US or Japan? I think it needs to go Japan. Either that or if it's the final outing. If when they finally decide, because supposedly 5 was supposed to be the last Forza Horizon, but they decided to make another one. So, not Germany. Fuck Germany. I've been to Germany. They don't cut fucking holes in their mountains because they're... We respect our national heritage. Yeah, not anybody else's, you fucks. But yeah, they need to bring it back to the U.S. if they're going to end it. They need to take it to the exact same place and have the same protagonist come back. What kind of shotgun? I'd run a semi-auto like my 930 Tactical. Any 308 upper receiver recommendations? I have a lower from PSA, but still indecisive. You have to be careful with 308 ARs because not all uppers will fit on all lowers. You might be stuck going with a PSA upper. It just seemed like another overpriced compact, pretty much. Do you have a 500 Magnum? No, I do have the 460 XVR, which is built on the same frame, but it shoots the 460 Smith & Wesson Magnum, as well as the 45 Long Colt, 454 Casull, 45 rimmed. Do you have a steering wheel simulator? No, I have a steering wheel, but I never use it because I don't find that they're accurate enough. I literally just use an Xbox controller. Canic is decent. Do you support... Why? What does that have to do with anything, Alex? The fucking election's over. Oh. Checking my spam. Look at the spam. What are we going to do with the spam? Wah, 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 wah. 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 No shotgun hanging on the wall. No, the one in the case is a non-firing replica of a Winchester 1886. Told everyone I just support the Second Amendment. They shut up then. Yeah. Didn't even read. I don't know what you said, Manuel. Ugh, I wish we were safe for politics. I just say from politics we are. I don't talk politics here. What do you think of Kim Jong-un? You mean Kim Jong-un? We don't talk about my brother. Do we value a gun more than a computer depending on its history? Yes. Are Hellcats, Challengers, and Demons essentially the same cars, or something spec-wise that makes one better than the other? Power level. A Hellcat has 707 horsepower, a Demon has 830 horsepower, and a Demon 170 has 1,000 horsepower. So they're all the same car. Like my 2021 Challenger has a 6.4 liter naturally aspirated engine, but the body is identical to a Hellcat. Have I ever tried the Rhino revolver? Yes. They shoot okay. I don't like the company though. I don't play the if I can only have one gun thing. If you can only have one gun, just get a Glock. But I'm never going to answer the question for myself. We don't talk about my brother literally made me drop my phone. You'll be all right, MC. Dude, I'm so tall that if I ever went to North Korea, I could probably talk my way into power. How do I find the time? I don't actually forget a lot of things I read. I remember almost anything I read. I don't have an eidetic memory, but I have a very strong memory for knowledge base items. I'm a giant dumbass, but the brain has a lot of storage. I ask because you do trades, and I value your opinion. No problem. What else did I miss? About the other thing, it's fine. The one you sent me the email, fine? That's fine. Is he actually your brother? Do you share your weapons? No, it's a joke, sir. Thoughts on the Jericho 2? Jericho is a perfectly good weapon. I prefer the steel frame Jericho, but the Jericho is fine either way. What about Glock? If that's all you want is one gun, get a Glock. They're boring, they're crap, they're extremely reliable due to mediocrity. It'll run, it'll save your life, it's easy to maintain. I've never seen outside of Apple computers, I've never seen a company that can just run on their name like Glock can because they build subpar firearms, but they're reliable. Yeah, Glock is never going to sponsor me. Boys, the NK sponsorship has started, yep. If the internet shuts down, we need to hook you up to your brain. No. I don't want to see that much more porn. Actually, I don't think I can see that much more porn. Here's a fun thing. Do you ever go through a porn site and you're like, God damn, I've seen all these? Me neither. Giant dumbass clip. Thank you. Cowboy Bebop is why I find the Jericho cool. Nice. IKEA or Ashley Furniture if you had to choose? Amazon. If I need anything, I order it from Amazon. My couch, I can't remember who it's by, but it was an expensive couch that I got from my parents, so I didn't have to buy anything. Glock is like Toyota in a good way. It's like hummus in a way. Did you ever fix the Glock tat, or is it still healing? It's readable now. And yes, that seems hypocritical that I have a Glock tattoo, but if you look at it, it's also a rainbow Glock tattoo. Yeah, and it's getting blacked out. I'm going to single color around the word Glock. I'm a man of my word, so I'm going to keep the Glock lettering, but I will be updating the coloring. Fuck. Call them flock because they draw the crowd. Takes a real motherfather to go out research and find something special. Thoughts on Jeep? Well, outside of the Wrangler and the Gladiator, all Jeeps are just Chrysler products to the bone. Bro is stocked for the zombie apocalypse. Sure. 2-door short bed Jeep Gladiator would be neat. Yeah, it would be expensive too, I would say. Everybody's sending me fucking messages. Everybody knows I do live now. Hello, AMR. How many guns do you own? Don't know. Never counted them. So it's 9 o'clock. We got an hour left to go. So get in here. Have some fun with me. We are going to talk about all you want to talk about. You want to talk about stuff, we will talk. It's fine. It's very good. MR, I said hello. You have to wait for the time to come by, okay? Hello, 15%. Not seen you in a while. How are you? What would I be looking at from you for a Benelli with the adjustable stock? I can't give you prices on YouTube. I'll send you an email. You sound like FPS Russia. Yes, because he sounds like Slav Block Russian. Tan Foglio, my thoughts. I like them. They're made and imported by IFG now. EAA no longer imports them. Good company, very decent CZ75 clones, checkmate clones, things like that. Their race guns are very quality and very expensive. The more important question is, how are you? I'm fine, dude. Biggest caliber gun I own, 4570 government. I don't really care about having big calibers. Your thoughts on the afterlife? I'll let you know after I get there. Okay, dead nut serious. I believe that we continually relive the same life over and over and making small adjustments. Deja vu is just you reliving a point of your life where you fucked up. Do you ever notice that when you get a flash of deja vu, it actually stops you? Lad said the drop is ready. Roman cousin. Glock is that weird uncle smiling at you while sitting across the table at the holidays. Oh, he's the one who puts his hand on your knee even when you don't want him to. Don't leave your mom's basement, Jay. Stay there until you're at least 26. Then the insurance gets cut off. Then you can get a job. I did not give you that tip. Don't tell your mommy. Focus Trip did a recent live stream with Hop, Risky, and the one gun tuber that takes a brace to his shoulder and trolled the ATF at shit show back in the day. Yeah, no, I watched a few bits about it, and then Brass Facts did a video himself about it, and it is what it is. Paul reported for bullying. Just bought a platypus. Let you know how it works out in 12 business months. Yeah, no shit, right? Yeah, when I feel deja vu, it's pretty close to the feeling of having an anxiety attack. It can be. Do I own C4? I used to have a C4, but I sold that Corvette because it was underperforming. Do you research into religion and philosophy? I really don't. I know a little bit about a lot of cultures because I've worked with many different people from many different beliefs, backgrounds, etc., and I like to learn, such as, how Jewish people don't consider Jesus God, they just consider him a prophet, things like that. What do you run for 9mm at the range? Cellar and Bellet mostly. I love this guy. I'm watching every time you go live. I'll give it 3 months before Brandon Herrera calls. Brandon Herrera will never take the time out of his day to talk to somebody like me because, number one, I'm too small. Number two, I don't go to the range. Number three, he and I have a lot of similar opinions, but we also don't look at the industry the exact same way. So, no. In fact, if Brandon Herrera, Matt Carricker, or any of those guys ever contacted me, I would probably say no to a collaboration. Explosive C4. No, I've never. I know what you were saying, Manuel. I just wanted to see if you said something. But yeah, no, I've never had actual C4. I run 124 grain if possible because it fits happy medium between compact and full size guns. It's also NATO round is 124. This is a simulation. No, this is a dry run. If you don't ever suffer from deja vu, this is your first time through, and boy, do you have a long way to go. Colin, you mean Colin Noir? Colin Noir? No, he's bought and paid for by gun companies. He makes a lot of two-way pro statements, but he also is associated with too many different gun manufacturers. Hey, SFR. Am I sad? No, I'm fine, Huberto. We can do a collaboration eating canned fish. It'll be there until you show up, motherfucker. Sprayed 15 gallons of paint at a cow? I had deja vu my whole life. It makes me feel like I'm in the right decision. Eh. Just had spicy cheese pimento chips. Taste like barf. What guns can you not own in the USA? Machine guns manufactured after 1986 are currently not civilian allowed. Grenade launchers built after a certain point. There's lots of things that you need licenses to get past those requirements, but machine pistols, guns, firearms manufactured after 1986 are an absolute no for the U.S. public. News doesn't consider Jesus a prophet. My buddy who's Jewish told me they did. And he goes to church, temple. Ah, you're making a joke. Got it. Damn, you said that like the Google search generator. Thank you, sir. I'm living, boss. I went ahead and bought the platypus. Are you sure you're not a computer? I could be. 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 1986, you said? Yes, 1986. So the machine gun ban was enacted the for transferable firearms. You need to buy one that was manufactured before 1986. Typically, you're going to find them before 1985, 1983, but it went into full effect in 1986. So, yes, if you don't have documentation and paperwork, your daddy brought home an M2 from the war and never registered that firearm, don't tell anybody. Keep it in your fucking closet until they repeal the NFA. What would you improve in gun laws? I'd stop making it harder for actually responsible gun owners to get firearms. You know, just needed to be registered by 1986. Thank you for the final clarification there. You can get any machine gun demilled. Yeah. May 10th. Yeah, I was 9 years old, so I was, or 7 years old, so I wasn't too up on my gun facts back in 1986. And don't forget, I've only been in the gun sphere since October of 2017. I have not been into guns very long. I know that we're getting to the point where I'm getting to the far side of a decade here, but still.
Ain't no fun.
When are you going to buy a tank? I will never buy a tank. I mean, people would say I had a tank because I used to drive station wagons around. Major storm going on in Cali. What's up, guys? I just found a pimple underneath my chin, so that's going on. How about grenades? You need a destructive device license for each individual grenade, so yeah, you can, but it gets very expensive. There's friends of your grandfather who registered like 25 auto seers each just before the due date. I'm down for that. And that's what's paying for their retirements now if they sold them. You're in Cali in 2 weeks. Why would you willingly go to Cali? Is it just vacation? Please tell me it's vacation. In Japan, you can rent a friend, lol. Imagine if they did that here. They do have that. It's called an escort service. I'll give you the number later. Also, tell your girl's sister that I said hi. Work, I built stuff. Nice. There are no guns that I really want to own that I don't own now, Manuel. The only guns that I'm currently looking for are guns like the Dan Wesson DWX Optics Cut, because I'm not paying freaking gun broker pricing. Seriously, they just tell you the profit to make Christians feel better. He's persona non grata for Jews. I avoid talking about religion just because I don't want to get into it. Is there a real gun or fake? They're real. If you had a destructive device, once you use it, do you have to inform anyone you no longer have it? You technically do have to report the destruction. There's another way than paying destructive price. I'll post video explaining it in Pew for you to watch later. Okay. Well, I guess if you get a license as a manufacturer of destructive destructive devices for demonstration, I think there's a license for that. For the women, weed, and weather, that's why he's coming, lol. I'd love a first-gen Uzi. That would be kind of cool. Dr. Zayan, how are you? Dr. Zayan, Dr. Zayan.
I don't.
How much gunpowder can you own in the USA? Don't know that there's a limit. Maybe there is. I don't reload, so I can't get anything Israeli anymore. Look at Classic Firearms. They still import from time to time. She can see you on the TV in the living room. She said if a zombie apocalypse happens, she wants to have you with us. Hey. My guns ain't free. I get mac and cheese if I save your life. I really don't have a favorite caliber. I like guns. I say this every live, so I'm happy to say it again. I like guns. So if a gun is only available in 9mm, I'm not going to pass it up because it's only available in 9mm, so I'm a gun guy, not an ammo guy. There isn't a limit. Thank you. I've heard 100 pounds, but I highly doubt it's enforced. I don't, like I said, I don't reload. Is that a rifle, or are you just happy to see me? Not only is it a rifle, I have an erection. Y'all, the Macs from MPA are discussing. Oh yeah, no. Yeah. You want to make your own bullets? Nope. I have far more than 100 pounds of powder. Well, hi McManus. She said you'll give you head if you protect us. I just want mac and cheese. The head comes later. And if it's zombie apocalypse, which head? I held once, it's like holding blocks of wood. Yeah, the MPAs are not that fun. Daily concealed carrying mechanic? Absolutely, go for it. They're Walther P99 clones. They work. Any thoughts on the Bodyguard 2.0? A little small for my taste, but definitely viable. Mac and cheese is what it sounds like if it's being done correctly. Yeah, but I put ketchup on my mac and cheese. I don't put ketchup on my penis. Well, he likes Canic. I'd tell you mine. I'll carry Canic before I carry SDS. Can I have one? No. Howdy ho! Hi ho! Bruce, what Canic do you have and how much? Nope. Be careful about talking about actual sales up here, kids. Get each other's emails and finger fight each other later. You're a bulgogi, bro. Ah, me like it, the bulgogi. No problem. Just giving you the warning, Jay. It crosses into algorithm territory if you discuss pricing and selling things. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? More than likely, just paying somebody to run the gun shop while I sit around and messing with DeMarcus's girl's sister. MC9 was less than 100 rounds through. Nice. You fired the SFX Rival. You loved it, even though it's a competition pistol, not a carry one. That is true, but if you get the SFT, the Meta SFT or the SFT Pro, those are 4.3 inch or 4.4 inch, I believe. That is much more carry size. I stole a CZ stone, so I win. Wait a minute. Boom, 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 boom. Wait, you have a shop? I'm waiting on my license right now. Maybe I can run the store as the brother-in-law. You'd have to fly all the way here. I don't give shout-outs. Decent found a few spots I missed when I skimmed it last night. He's an armorer like those people you find in video games. Yes, but I would never put a wire stock on a Tommy gun. You hiring? Nope. I'll check it out. SFT, thanks. You're welcome. Please, Big Daddy, don't put me in timeout. Hello, 4M. I don't see any Reese's Pieces. That's because I went old school snacks. Lately, I've been eating cow tails. You graduated from SDI? Cool. She's also kind of tipsy right now. That's why she's saying the most. We'll give her the keyboard. Although it's going to sound weird with your avatar. Why it's taking so long for my forms? It all depends. Strawberry cowtails are the shite. No, I'm just eating the standard caramel ones. Perfect, then scratch the shit out of the wall, putting safes in. Nice. I was wondering why all my cows are bobbed. Ha ha ha. No, I'm good, brother. Do you carry when you leave the house? Yes. Yeah, Joe, you're gonna make me go out and buy a bunch of cowtails right now. What part of the USA? East Coast, Virginia. Oops, sorry. Hold on a second. I think a lot of people are getting the wrong idea. These are cowtails. They're a caramel with a little white fuzzy internal thing. So yeah, I keep them around in case my blood sugar drops. You guys want to go and see my computer? I just finished rebuilding it yesterday. No, I thought you were talking about actual cowtails. That's why I got up, man. My gunsmith. No, I've gone to the Glock, Smith & Wesson, and other manufacturer armory classes, but I am not a gunsmith. So you want to go see the mess I made putting up my computer? I can't read a single thing you're writing because my chat is frozen. My poor wall in here, since I don't do lives in here anymore, is all fucked up. Yeah, so this is my current setup for my computer. There you go. And these are all my pills that I take. You don't need to see those. Yeah, so I swapped out the case to, believe it or not, it's taller, but it's smaller, so it's a little bit cleaner. What do you think? Okay, cool. I just felt like showing that to you. They do have little spots like Ice Cube, I guess. Don't look at all the dildos.
Hey, mama.
There we go. Of course I did it. Yeah, Susu's been doing her lives lately. Good for her. Yeah, chat was still frozen. Sorry, I accidentally killed the live stream. Now I have no chats on my phone. Where are you taking us? Into my home. You're expecting snow? Good. You deserve it. Cali sucks. Take me away from this. Get on a plane. I'll pick you up. How powerful is the PC? It's an i9 12900 and a 3080. The graphics card I'm going to upgrade as soon as the 50 series launches. Justin, you have a good one. Keeps the tards off the roads. This is a cowtail. See? Sugar. It's actually not dry, it's a powdered sugar. So, yeah. I like my computers. I like to build them. You're way too late for that, Smoky Grub. Go back about 2 minutes. I walked and showed you. Careful what you wish for, bro. That Latinia's a feisty. That's fine. As long as she makes mac and cheese. Nice. What do you want to do with it? Games on one because you can. I build them because I can. I like to do stress tests and benchmarking, but I do play a lot of games on them. My mom used to eat those. You must be over 32. I'm 45. It's the gun with the silencer. That is a Taurus G3 Tactical. What games do you play? Mostly racing games and shooting games. I use it for VR use as well. So I play games like Hot Dogs, Horseshoes, and Hand Grenades, Blood Trail, Ready or Not, Fallout VR. Used to sell cowtails in high school from the stores near the school. Yep. Started doing long strive streams about things you don't know anything about. Wow. He keeps on getting blocked and coming back. What do you do for work, brother? I own my own company, doing some of the YouTube stuff, but also for, I'm going to have an FFL out of here. Is Fallout VR any good? Yeah, dude, Fallout in VR completely changes the game because you can do anything that you can do in real life, such as lean over and use a firearm. One of my favorite things to do in Fallout 4 VR is to actually get up on roofs, and I'm Korean, and I'm a rooftop Korean sniper. So I like to shoot over the edge. I like to throw grenades over the edge. It's so much more precise in VR. I think pistol suppressor manufacturer needs to start offering different rate springs for the piston so you can tune it to the host gun. That would be cool, but they already charge so fucking much for what they already sell. I think it'd be hard to justify all that money, though. Taurus is Super LeMay. You're Super LeMay. Till the next time, and hope you get better soon. Thank you, Ramon, and thank you for the donation, by the way. You like the pistol with the suppressor on the wall. Yep. Thank you. That's, like I said, that's the Taurus G3 Tactical. It has a Warrior Land light on it and the Silence Go Osprey. Granted, the suppressor is almost 3 times more expensive than the gun. Why are you being mean to me, man? Bruce, why are you being mean to me, Bruce? You trying to get banned, Bruce? Go to apocalyptic gun. Shotgun. If you could build your own gun, what would you make? Basically, a Nighthawk Customs 1911. I can't improve upon what they do. Their guns are amazing. Which one is the top one that looks like a Beretta? It's actually a Beretta. It's a Beretta Model 51, so it's a single stack 9mm compact. I've messed with 50 Beowulf. This pawn shop that I deal with a lot, it's actually Manassas Pawn in Manassas, Virginia. They told me I could mention them. They actually have a PSA 50 Beowulf, which is the reason I didn't buy it. I didn't realize it was a Palmetto State. What's that frame? That's a non-firing replica of a Model 1886. Don't have a wet fantasy gun. Do I like the EBR rifle? I'd have to look it up. Single stack, me not likey. Huh. How much does a barrel of ammo cost? Ask the U.S. government. I don't buy by the barrel. I can tell you my Taurus T22 is freaking legit. I also have Taurus 92 series from the 80s. It's been nothing but reliable as a frame-mounted safety decocker versus slide-mounted. Yep. Because when Beretta won the U.S. contract, they had to abandon their Brazilian factory in order to produce firearms in the United States, because that is a requirement for U.S. federal government. Also, like federal agents, they have to buy cars that are built in the United States, which is why a lot of Chrysler products are actually out now. But because Beretta had to move and sell their, they sold the tooling to Taurus. Taurus couldn't produce right away. They had to wait. It was either 18 months or 2 years or something like that. And then when they came out with the gun, they were literally built on Beretta tooling. What's wrong with Palmetto? Palmetto's quality control is very iffy, and I don't think I would trust it running long term. Since the Osprey comes apart, wouldn't be difficult nor critical adding an extra clearance to the baffle to say about .490. I agree about that, but the way it's put together, it can't handle the pressure very well. A 5.56 blew out the sides. No sidebar kickback. I don't know what that is. It's something you don't know about guns or the laws or ammo. There's lots of things I'm sure I don't know. What is the pressure of 45 ACP? Oh, it's well within it. Yeah. Well, I'll send it. I'll bring it to you when you invite me out hunting. Maximum pressure for a 45 ACP is actually only 21,000 psi, according to Sammy. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. 35K? No, that's for 9mm maxes out at 35K. Never had an issue with PSA strip lowers. If it was pushing 35,000 psi, it would definitely be a supersonic round. Granted, none have PSA parts in them. My one PSA lower. I've got a PSA lower on my custom build. I heard that people are liking 10 mil. If you ran a 45 at that load, yes, you made a very hot load. I heard that people are liking 10 mil more. Yeah, they do. Happy to see you again. You mess around with any Archon Type Bs? I haven't. I've been thinking about getting the Strike 1, which is basically a type Archon Type B clone. Because you can get them anywhere from $600 up to $3,000. I want another cowtail. I was fine until I had the one. To view this email is a bitty 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 bunga doom duggan diggy doogie doo doobie doogie doo boo. What's your favorite gun that is not practical? Barrett, 50 cal. In civilian use, it literally has no use. Haven't put your hand on a gun since '08. Oh. Do I like the Steyr AUG? Not in semi-automatic form. I don't like any bullpup in semi-auto. If I could have a full auto AUG, it would probably change my eyes. I've got Werther originals out in my office. Love the high power. Good guns. Dark Side for $760 would be a great price. Get the ones with the AOL. Yeah. What are my thoughts on experience with Strike Industries products? I've only had a couple of their uppers. They seem to be pretty solid. That a Ruger Mark IV? Nope, that is a Ramline Syntec. It is a full polymer copy of a Ruger Mark II. Hey, Don. I have random Strike Industry stuff. They're fine. Yep. Wait, no one else saw that guy mag dump his 50 in the SWAT car? Apparently not. Your carry gun is a Steyr M9A1. It's just good enough to not want something more expensive. There you go. My lag is so bad right now, it's getting up near 25 seconds, and it's not me. YouTube is doing it. Sniper! Wait, nobody else has said it. You can't cause somebody to say it. Doctor is a gun of mischief and thuggery. Oh, J must be McManus's alt account. I agree on the Draco. But my buddy had an AK chambered in 8mm. It was really fun. Whose account? My high power on the left, the Series 80 on the right. There is no high power on that wall, good sir. Would you rather own a Romanian AK or an American-made one? Romanian. Wow, DB is really trying to tread the line of being racist today. Only issue I've had with Strike Industries and MB Mag Release, I've had two fail on me. A couple other buddies have had similar issues. Never had any issues on any other strike parts. 5.56 is a higher pressure version of 223. 222 is a different caliber. There is a 222, just in case you weren't making a weird typo. Oh, I hate everybody equally. Ah, so you're just an asshole. Did you see the new TV show, The Day of the Jackal? It's real good. No, I haven't. I've got a lot of other shows I'm watching right now. I'm rewatching The Big Bang Theory, so. And Night Court. Do 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 do. What's a good beginner gun? Glock, I guess. Where's the wife? In the kitchen, where she belongs. Come on. I too am rewatching Big Bang Theory. Nice. I like Charmed. You just like... Never mind. I get an SKS over an AK. I've had both. I have AK still. I got rid of my SKS. I had the SKS with the detachable mag. Did you ever watch the Game Night movie? Nope. You told me to, and I still haven't. What bolt action do you own? Winchester model 1873. Most of my long guns are lever action or semi. I have a 243. I have a Savage Axis 243 and a Savage 110 Scout. Oh man, I just now saw that crazy 22 pistol behind you. I don't know if you frequent, but local Bert has a few of those and speaks highly of them. No, I don't know Bert. Hey Bert, what legal gun in your opinion is overkill? The 959 JD Mac. It's a 95 caliber sporting rifle. What about the what's it called? Someone correct me. Saiga. The Sega is fine too. Like half my chats aren't posting. Yeah, I think it's a problem with YouTube because as I'm watching the replay on my computer, I'm getting a longer and longer delay. Is 545 dead or alive? No, it's fine. Yeah, this is definitely a YouTube issue. They must be overloaded today with their peoples. Dead Obama killed 545. Well, I own one AK, bought it 10 years ago. Say I own an AK, bought an Arsenal SLR 107. Well, that's not a bad one to own. YouTube is having a day. Yep. Can I rate your vibe, or do you already have a vibrator? Oh, I have a big vibrator. My vibrator goes up to 16. 959 bullet is massive. Yes, it is. It's a 3,000 grain bullet. 545 is alive and well in every country without sanctions. Huh. Isn't an AR-15 better than an AK in every demonstrable way? Yes. No, you have too much brain power. Thank you. Wow, the snow is surreal at this basketball game. Why are you at a basketball game in the snow? This is not for children. Get away from the school, buddy. Did you registrate? I do find it funny that Ammo Alchemist and Chanson both just leave their lives up 24/7 and they get the same number of viewers that I do. It's fucking ridiculous. Does the AR, unless the AR is in blackout, yeah. But the AK has unfathomably higher cool level. No. What do I think of the elephant guns? They're cool, but I'll never own one. Hey, if you haven't hit the like button, do me a big favor, guys. Hit that son of a bitch. Pretend that it's the guy that was hitting on your sister or the girl that was hitting on your mother and just beat the fuck out of the like button for me, because YouTube needs to give me their goddamn money. And the only way I can get it is if you guys comment, like, subscribe, interact, give me a thumbs up, all that shit. So do that for me. Hit it. Do it now. I'll stop getting this lag because it'll put me on a better server. Oh, the weather outside is redacted. What if I was the guy hitting on your sister? You give me the singer, you can take her home. I don't give a shit. Hey, is a 44 Special powerful? Yeah, it's a pretty powerful round. It's less powerful than a 44 Magnum. Thumbs down, unsubscribe. Boy, you better fucking fix that shit right now, bruh. Stone gifted 5 memberships. Thank you. Now I get to see who's not chatting that's sitting here. Is gifted a membership. Yay, look at all those people getting those. Worst deal in the history of deals ever.
I tell you what, buddy. I'm going to give you some entertainment, right? And you're going to hit the like button. And that's how this interaction's going to go. If you can't handle that, I understand. You can be a wallflower somewhere. You can be a pretty fucking unicorn. You can go wherever the fuck you want, okay? Just, you can hit the X fucking button. You can hit the back button. If you need to go over there and learn how to change your fucking tampon, that's fine. Just fucking go and do it. You ain't got to tell me about it. You know what I'm saying? All right, then. Thanks for the membership. Just sitting here listening to the entertainment. And it also lets me know who people are here. Spam the like button. It just unliked and liked you again. Stayed at 95. Yeah, it's going to do that. Otherwise, people could, figure out what's going on. What is this shit you're typing there, huh? You think you're funny? This ain't fucking TikTok. TikTok's made by them chinks. I can say that because I'm Asian, so fuck you. All them Chinese people out there, right there. Who people? You white people. You guys drive me nuts. I'm like the fucking Korean New Yorker right here, right? I'm talking to you. We're having a conversation, right? What's my thought on Case Knives? Case Knives is okay. It's a much less buy-in than going with Benchmade. Benchmade's like 12 fucking grand. I think Case is like 8K. My vision's going blurry. Never seen snow like this at a tennis game. Oh my God, I'm up here in a freezer and it's like water everywhere.
Yeah, but you're the wrong kind of Asian law. You can't tell us y'all don't look the same if you're going to say you're all the same dude. That's not how it works.
Why are your eyes having a divorce? That's because they saw you naked one time and they're trying to run away from you. Okay? Emery? They were like, this motherfucker is so fucking disgusting to look at. We're gonna fucking make this guy blind. So we don't have to look at your ugly fucking face no more. That's why. I can't get it past 96. This one saw your mom naked, this one saw your sister naked, and this one knows what you look like, so fuck that.
Every time you go into the pawn shop, you should do a new accent. That would be a little bit interesting, especially the Manassas one.
Hello, I'm here to maybe pick up the gun that I dropped off last time. Yes, I was born in the South Korea. I'm here to pick up the gun.
I'm here at Cole's pooping again. Hey, Matthew, nice. Jiminy, if you could have one weapon made before 1964 EDC, what would you choose? 1911, bruh. Easy. I don't know. Indian is so much easier than Pakistani. Pakistani sounds, way more laid back. I can do that one. It takes me a while to get into that one. What are you doing, Habibi? You want me to pay? Okay, I will pay. But what do I get? If I do not get this, what am I giving you money for? I don't want to give you the money, Habibi. I want to go into the store. Why am I paying you for parking? I drove here. Are you going to drive me home? That's not how it works, Habibi.
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life in plastic, it's fantastic. You can buy my hair.
I think that was Pakistani. Wasn't that Pakistani? That was close to like Pakistan, wasn't it? But don't be afraid, buddy. If you need to come over to my store to hide out from all those bad people that were chasing you, that is fine, but you must buy something while you are here. If you don't buy any of this, I am on Spectrum the vitamins, Emery. But I can tell you right now that you're going to be a very lonely person because you're an asshole. Oh, Pakistanis are closer to Indians. I apologize. So I was a little bit more Arab. Thank you. I just know that there are different dialects all over the world. So just showed up and heard the Barbie song. This life never disappoints. Sounded like a dying balloon. I can't do that. Just showed up. Let's see. I hate you, Stone. What did I do, McManus? You know what you did. I'm now reading this like it's a lover's quarrel.
What did I do, McManus?
You know what you did. Jiminy, I got to take off, but may the Lord bless you. Thoroughly enjoy your videos. Keep at it, brother. Schizoid, thank you very much. I can only do Russian accent. It's easy. I would, the Russian accent is one of the easiest ones to slip into. Some of them also go a little bit French when they're talking, but I prefer this one, which is a little bit more of a pro. It's not so articulate that you can't understand it, but it still involves, if you're going to do things that require vodka, that version. I don't know peaches. Do the hillbilly. Well, there's different hillbillies too, because there's different dialects for that. Here in Virginia, everybody kind of draws a little bit like this. If you know somebody that talks a little bit here in Virginia, it's a little bit faster and it's still a little bit southern. But yeah, I love my sister. Wait a minute, I'm in Virginia. I need to go to West Virginia where everything we do is legal. Tell us you can't fight without telling us you can't fight. Dude, you can fight me all you want. Just remember, shit splatters when you hit it. Oh, thank you. Hey, darling. I don't know the difference. It's a little bit harder to do some other southern places. Like Texas is just kind of a slow talk where we just kind of lean back into it. We're just talking. Yeah, I'm thinking it's about time we take you out back and take care of you. I know. Don't worry about it. We're gonna send a nice little package to your family. They'll be joining you pretty soon. It's cool. It's cool. What type of that tiny baby gun back there? That is a Jennings J22. We call that one Big Dick McDick Dick. Every time somebody tried to fight me, I slide them to the concealed carry card. Yeah. Where's your mac and cheese? I don't know. They aren't talking anymore, which means that something's going wrong. Do people from Florida talk different? Oh, yeah, no. See, for some reason, Florida doesn't have an accent. What does that mean? It's just a way to disarm somebody who's trying to be a dumbass. So when you say, just be careful, shit splatters when you hit it, and you start fighting like this, it really throws them off their game. Oh, we don't talk about Canada there, bud. Canada's full of syrup and mousse. They got a couple of the Timmy Hortons. We should go over to the Timmy Hor and get a couple of donuts. Oh, don't you know everything's fine? Oh shit, bud! I forgot all my loonies. Do you have it? Oh shit! I started going Irish. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know who Letterkenny is, but I'll talk like this. I don't speak Korean. My mother never taught me. She told me you're an American. You don't need to learn to speak Korean when you're over here in America. So I didn't. I learned to speak the English. Ironically, I don't like corned beef. Not in a long time have I seen Trailer Park Boys. I'm not quite sure what we're talking about here. It's almost like Irish people didn't realize they were starting to speak before they started to speak. Oh, my boy. How are you? I'm a laughed off with those different voices you use. That's so good. Is she from the north one or the south one? I haven't seen her in 27 years, so she might have been taken back. I did a little bit of that earlier. I can't just slip in and out of the Arabic one. I got to practice that one. What is a silver Smith & Wesson on the wall? That is a 5906 chambered in 9 millimeter. Thoughts on levered action shotguns? Own one or shoot one? I have owned them. Black Aces Tactical makes a bunch of them. They're fine. Hello from Toronto, Canada. Just dropping by to press like. Oh, that's so good. Why? Because she was an alcoholic drug addict, and she was not conducive to my life being productive. I am not a gunsmith. Polymer is better than steel. You say it. Laddie. Steel is the only thing that you need to get the job done. All those people running around doing things in polymer. I don't even like saying polymer. Canadians are actually funny as shit. They make great hillbilly shows. Check out Letterkenny. Okay. Are Sarchmal's guns available in the U.S.? Yes, they have their own importation. They're sold under SAR USA. You can get 90% of their guns here in the United States. Sorry, the spot where my buddy's dog punched me is bleeding a little bit from talking, from doing these accents. Don't you want to know her now, and don't you have kids? I don't have kids, and she knows where I am. It's been 28 years. I don't give a shit. I'm not really good at the Asian accent, ironically. I feel like he's always looking at my soul when I try to rile him up. Bro, your soul is sparkly. I'm looking right in it. And all I see is a bright future. This is a mix of Nicolas Cage and Keanu Reeves. You talk like the dude from King of the Hill, the one who's only mumbling. Boomhauser, I'm not really good at doing that one, man. Everybody when I'm talking like it is, and everyone when I went downstairs, everybody was looking at me, and everybody's like, I'd rather get into a sword fight than a gunfight. I'd rather get into a pillow fight.
Hey, yeah, you want to come down and have some gabagool? I'll make you some gabagool. Come on down right now. That's fine. I know it's dumb. Fucking the character's dumb.
No, Vosh is a difficult voice to do. The guy that did Vosh was the lead guy in Better Call Saul, the bad guy. Bro, it might be a bright future, but also I might be seeing your death at the electric chair.
And what's up, Doc? I'm not sure about this. This is woke culture here. Can't even use guns anymore, Doc. Yeah.
What's your best gun? Whichever one I'm currently holding at the time, sir. All right, cool, man. We're getting to the end, right? So I don't need to hide my accent anymore. I'm a closeted Californian, so yeah. Well, gun on the wall is the most range time. Seriously, probably like the Springfield Operator. Cool. That one's fun, dude. We take that one out all the time, right? Because you got to stay pretty good, right? Is your left eye your best eye? All serious questions. Actually, no. Believe it or not, since the LASIK, my right eye is my stronger eye. The left eye is just the one that I've always done the most looking with because I actually have photophobia in my right eye. So 90% of the time during bright lights, like looking into these cameras, I just want to shut my right eye. But I also have a very lazy eye unless I control that motherfucker. Like if I look at myself right now, I can keep them both kind of in the same vein. Any good deals on ARs? They're all fine.
TRP stands for Tactical Response Pistol. So, you know.
What is your experience with LASIK? Well, it's been 18 months and this eye still goes blurry in a heartbeat because I fucked it up. I can read this, I can read that, I can read all this, but this eye is the least strong now and I'm left eye dominant when I shoot, so now I have to shoot right eye.
After how many shots do you clean your guns?
I clean my guns every time they go to the range. Like when I went down to visit with Stone, when I came back, I cleaned all my guns.
Excuse me. Colt.
I don't give shout outs, bro. You did on your own, though. You're in the comments now forever. Does that case have a crack in it? No, but my butt does. I don't think so. What does a tactical response pistol have that a non does besides bigger price tag? Tactical response pistol comes with a magwell out of the box and front strap checkering out of the box. And I believe the sights are slightly different. But just the front strap checkering is a big deal. What's the best oil for guns? Some people like hops. I prefer Wilson Combat's line of oils and lubes. I'm starting to get the hiccups and we're all down to the last minute. I'm going to muscle through this shit. Still haven't cleaned my guns. Nice. Any opinions on CMMG Mark IV 556? I see it on sale for $800. That's not a bad price. That's actually a really good deal. Why do the super intelligent people have lazy eyes? My brother's a genius, also has a lazy eye. Many other people I don't know. I can't speak to them. I am an intelligent person, IQ 162, but my biggest problem is I have a large periphery vision and I can't not notice everything that's going on around me. So my eyes like to do whatever the fuck they want so that I can get multiple ideas on what's going on so I can multitask and visually see everything going on here, there. Yeah, I'll get front strap checkering on the T-Sauce I'm sending to your FFL, though. Fuck you will. It's going right back to T-Sauce. The Flex, the Aura, the Alpha. Nice. Yep. He's Asian. It's expected, Dot. You need to join the FBI. No, I'm good. It's my birthday. No. I'm not going to ban you. And again, for those of you that think IQ score points is accurate, it's not. So your IQ is, or your intelligence quotient does not actually measure your level of knowledge. It measures your ability to learn. People with a higher score are just more readily receptive of the act of learning.
Don't fight for the powers. It's okay. I'm gonna do things my way. It's my way or the highway. Did it all for the nookie.
So, anyways, we're at 10 o'clock. I have to go to sleep because I'm going to the gun show tomorrow. If I film anything, I'll let you guys know. If I don't film anything, I won't let you know. But if you know that I didn't know what I thought I knew when I knew what I didn't know. And then we'll both know everything. Boom, 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 boom. So yeah, leave any comments, questions, likes, do all that fun stuff. Subscribe to the channel because I do 3 lives a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. I do 2 long form videos, Tuesdays and Fridays. I try to do a short every day, but god damn it, ever since YouTube started giving all the multi-million sub channels much more money than us, it doesn't really let me do things. Night, have gun this weekend. Have gun the weekend. I will have the gun. It's chocolate and edible. Thank you, Manuel. Nice to meet you. Great first live for me. Love your stuff. All right, Jay. Appreciate it. Thank you for contributing a lot tonight. Night, fellas. Good night. Have a good weekend. You too. How do you go from that to a normal without laughing?
What, when I do all the weird voices and all that stuff?
I just transition.
Kinda like he's gonna transition into a girl.
Yo, guns always beat karate. Yep. 5-gun closet. I come out of it. Does it make me, Well, if you're armed, does it really make you? He who holds the gun determines sexuality. First live for me too. It was fun. Take care. Appreciate it. Thank you from you Pakistani Indian peoples. Oh, thank you very much. I am so good. Glad you are here. Come again. Thank you. Hope you get your store soon. I'd love to support it. As soon as I do, I will make a video about it, and we will discuss how to become an online consumer of mine. I got to avoid doing stuff in lives and stuff that can get me in trouble. So there's ways to talk about it, and we'll figure those out. So come back for all of that. I'm going to go and have a lie down for a little while. And hello, you are Japanese police. Thank you. List of KSG. That one will probably be going up for sale. It's not mine. It's my buddy's gun, and I did some work on it, and now that it works. He disassembled it, didn't tell me what he did. Turns out all he did was take 2 roll pins out, so I'll get it up and running. It actually runs now. I can make a short of it. I can't pick it up right now. Here, let me pick it. No, I'm just kidding. Police are here. Time to go. So, anyways, everybody, you have a good one. Hit the like button, all that fun stuff. I hate ending when there's people here, but god dang it, people need to sleep.